just started recording. Did you guys miss the whoop whoop? I think you guys did. It's all good. It's all good. Listen, whoop whoop. Let's get into it. Let's go. I'm so sorry. I was a minute late because of Fleet. It's because of Fleet. I was watching Fleet, and I was watching the show here that she has going. It is absolutely ridiculous. You have no idea what's going on in the chat, how jealous I am of that show. I am so jealous of that show. You have no idea. I would love to do a show like that. It is so good. Oh my gosh. Absolutely ridiculous. Let's just get into it, guys. We have a whole lot going on. I'm back on the live streams, still sick. I don't know why. I don't get it. You know, I guess being sick is different when you're like almost 40, and it just sucks. I don't know what's going on. I'm on like 2 weeks of waking up stuffed up and all this stuff. It's ridiculous, man. Black hoodie. Yeah, of course, black hoodie. What do you mean? Yeah, this isn't Baron. Okay, we don't do Adidas on this show, guys. Okay, right? I have no problem with them. I'm just saying we don't do that here. We do Longhorns. I have 4 of these shirts, and you better believe I'm gonna wear them. You buy 4 shirts. You go to Barton Springs, the mall there. They're like $100 each. Of course, I'm wearing them till they wear out. What do you think this is? I have different sizes for when I lose weight. You think it's gone? I dropped 20 pounds. I put on the large. I got the extra large on now. I lose more weight. I put on the medium. But I don't want to get to medium. I don't want to get there. Then you know I'm a clone. If I'm medium, if I'm size medium, then you know for sure I'm a clone. Anyways, guys, I am back. Finally caught alive. Good for you. Make sure to catch these live streams. Man, I think somebody was saying to cover Fleet. Of course, I'm going to cover Fleet at the beginning. I mean, when we're talking about the memes, like, you know, I like to dig into the memes. I mean, Fleet is just right up there with the top memes. Absolutely top memes. I was watching this. That's why I was actually I was late a little bit here. But we're going to jump into this. We're going to jump into the Super Bowl stuff. How terrible it was. It was terrible all around. You have 2 options. You have one option that sucks. You have another option that's cringe. You have both. You have both, and you just pick one, and that's it. Super Bowl halftime show. It's absolutely ridiculous. So we're going to go over turning points. We're going to go over what Candace said. Candace had something to say about both sides of this Super Bowl show spectrum here. And then after that, we're going to get into Erika Kirk messaging some girl that was like 15 or something like that. What is this girl's name who does this video? What's her name? Niece C Social. I feel like Niece Social. I think she's from Canada. I'm pretty sure. Sounds like it at least. Then we're gonna go. I guess I'll briefly touch on Jesse's video. Jesse made a video about Charlie being alive. I'll touch on my thoughts of that video. He sent that to me. He said he wanted people to like talk about it and, like, you know, just touch on it a little bit. I'll graze it a little bit. I'll give it a little bit of a touch, you know. And then we have to go to Katt Williams. I don't know if you guys know, Katt Williams was on a podcast, and he went back to that mode, and he starts talking about how he knows who did what at the Diddy parties, and it's disgusting. It's disgusting. So we definitely have to touch on that. But yeah, let's jump over to Fleet really quick. Fleet's in the house. I know Fleet's in the house. Thank you so much, Fleet, for these videos. You have no idea how much I love these videos. Let's just jump into this first one here. This one, I was like, yeah, this is definitely the one to make if you're gonna make one. Let's play this. Let's check this out. And Candace Owens is just basically a supervillain now. This is like Joker level type stuff. You know what I mean? Candace is just like, and another thing. Yeah, you want to know how I know about Pierre? You want to know how I know about Pierre? Well, I used to have to do these government program tests, you understand? Yeah, and the thing about it was I was very good at figuring out puzzles. You understand, Erika? And the teachers would look at me all the time while I was doing these puzzles, and they'd say, "Why so serious? Why so serious? Could you imagine Erika watching the open letter? Andrew comes in. He's just like, hi. Do you watch YouTube? Do you have it on your? Do you ever watch it at all? And she's like, what the hell is wrong with you? You okay? And yeah, I have YouTube. I don't know. I don't watch it all that much. It's just, there's something going on the YouTube, and oh god, there's something. I think you should watch it. Just snatches his phone out of his hand. Oh my god. Just sitting there like, she's just like this, putting sparkles on. Every time I think of Erika, I think of somebody just putting on sparkles. This is terrifying. Oh god. How much pyrotechnics will this take for us to solve this? Andrew's just like, I don't know. I don't think pyrotechnics are gonna solve this. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Pyrotechnics solve everything. What are you saying? It's so weird laughing at myself, but I love watching this her put on sparkles. It's the dumbest thing. It's the dumbest thing I've ever said, and I love it. What are you talking about? Pyrotechnics solve everything. What are you saying to me right now? I don't know. Gary comes in. Unofficial curly. He's the unofficial curly of the group. He comes in. Hey, guys, you guys have YouTube? Candace is on YouTube, and she's saying crazy things, guys. Erika's just like, I already saw you little, why I got it. He's like, I'm just trying to warn you. Get out of here. Just putting on sparkles. Oh my gosh, terrifying. Just unhinged. So unhinged. I love it. And that's the logo. If I make a show called Allegedly, Maybe, Perhaps, I got to use that. That's what I got to use. I mean, that's what we got to do. We got to go deep. We got to go deep into the nonsense. Absolutely incredible. You guys got to follow Fleet. Let me pull that up again. That's Fleet on X. I guess Fleet on YouTube. You know what, Fleet? I mean, you guys, you're monetized now. You must be monetized by now. This is where you want to follow Fleet. All that X stuff is fun. That's fun stuff. But this is where you want to be following Fleet. 8,000 now? Last time I checked, it was like 3,000. Jeez. Go ahead. There you go. See? Look at that. Check out those videos. That is Fleet. Lance and I definitely thought you were a guy. And then we stood corrected. And we realized you were a lady. So our apologies. We just thought that for some reason. And now I just call her Fleet. That's it. I'm not gonna put your whole name out there. I don't know if you put your whole name out there, but I call her Fleet, and that is a cool nickname to me. Okay, it's cool enough. But those shows are absolutely amazing. I am so jealous that she now has The Office. The Office videos are just ridiculous. I didn't tell anybody I was gonna do this. I like to look at things. I mean, come on.
I am here to talk about
The Office exists now through this whole lens. I'm telling you right now, if I could do something like this, I would drop everything I'm doing. I would drop everything. Live streams, everything. Let me go to the other episode. I would drop the live streams. I would drop everything if I could just make a cartoon. I mean, cartoons are so incredible. Let me go to this episode.
Candace Owens!
We'll be fine. I'm surprising her with Katt today. That should really perk her up. Plus, with just a little click of this button, she will go back to her docile self.
I'm sorry. What were we talking about?
See?
We fired like 40 of our staff, and it is not because of Candace. That is ridiculous. We are just going in a different direction. Turning Point 2.0, baby. So our lies didn't work with Candace, so we have to get Rob and all his pastor buddies to call her the devil and see if that works.
My boy is the marvelous, magnificent Mikey McCoy. He is
I mean, this is just incredible. I won't go through the whole episode, but yeah, just incredible stuff. Absolutely amazing stuff from Fleet. I would just watch that the whole live stream if I could, but I will not do that to you guys. You guys go and subscribe. I don't want you guys to watch it all here. You got to actually go. And if you want to help somebody when they have a YouTube channel, you actually have to search their name. It helps send a signal to YouTube that people are looking for the channel. So please make sure to do that. It really, really helps somebody. Appropriate use of AI. Yes, this is what AI is used for. Rather than billions of people losing their jobs and their purpose, just make cartoons about Turning Point. That's what it should be for. Everybody knows that should be the use of AI. It's just, man. Anyway, let's jump over to what Candace had to say. Candace was talking about the Super Bowl show. I don't know if any of you guys caught it. Are we at 4,000? Oh, we're at 4,000. I know Black Poppy. Yay! I gotta find a new song. I'm gonna actually look up some Dominican music. Well, I was watching one with my wife. And it was like, all their songs are just them making sounds, and it sounds incredible every single time. Let's move on. Candace Owens here. Check it out. So Candace is pissed about both sides. I'm sorry, but I hate both options. On one hand, we have a halftime show presented with without a word of English. So ridiculous to not have any English. Like, you had Lady Gaga just like mixed in the middle, and she sings like a little bit of English, but then other than that, it's just no English. On the other hand, we have an organization that scammed its views by paying platform advertisers followed by influencers to pretend that they broke records. I don't know if you guys saw this. They're being accused of view botting. The left versus right grift is actually boring now. What exactly are we doing here, America? And then she goes down here and she says out loud, she goes, I would like a meritocracy in English, not sponsored by PDFs. She did not write PDFs. I had to alter that. And humans in rush hour traffic, maybe next year. And obviously, she did not write humans in rush hour traffic. That is how I had to alter what she had to say. But yeah, both options were terrible. I mean, just terrible. Listen, I get it. I get what's going on here. And if you don't get what's going on, this is Bad Bunny. Who's in control of putting Bad Bunny on stage? I told you guys this before. It's Jay-Z. Jay-Z is, that's why you've seen Kendrick Lamar. You've seen, I think 50 Cent was up there one year. That's why you've seen Bad Bunny now. It's because Jay-Z is actually in control of who does the performances. I don't know what position he has, but he has some position in the NFL organization where he gets to make that decision. So it's always going to be something that is, I'm not going to say anti-America, but it's always going to be something that really pushes against what the actual demographic of the Super Bowl is. I mean, let's just be real. We all know what the demographic is. I know my demographics after 3 years of doing this podcast, 4 years of doing this podcast. I know the demographics. If I know, how much do you think the NFL has? They have decades of info, decades of like who watches this show. And then they're like, Bad Bunny, that makes sense. Who's that guy wearing a dress and implants? Oh, he has prosthetics on? Yeah, okay, that guy should be on here. That's going to really warm the hearts of the 70-year-old man from Minnesota there with his son and his grandson. That's going to be the thing. That's going to be the thing that guy wants to see. Jeez, like, come on. There's only a few Tim Walses inside of Minnesota. There's not a whole crop of Tim Walses running around who are going to appreciate Bad Bunny for absolutely no reason. So this is Bad Bunny here. I don't know if I can play any of the audio, but this is where he's just like saying Venezuela, Cuba. He's just naming every single place that's not America. He's not naming states at all. He's wearing shoulder pads. He looks absolutely ridiculous. It's clearly his first time holding a football. What is happening? Why? And he mentions all those places, and then he says, together we are America. But he doesn't mention any states. Even I have the decency to mention Philadelphia every single episode, you know? He didn't mention any states. He just mentioned every single Latin place. And I get it. It's the whole immigration thing. And like, yeah, I understand why they're doing it. But it was too on the nose, you know? It's just too on the nose. And then you have the other side of things where you have Turning Point. And wow, how cringe this is. Let me tell you something right now. As soon as I saw this,
War Department, we salute.
Oh, that's it. As soon as I saw that, I went, oh, they killed Charlie. Oh, for sure they did. What? Is this even a question anymore? You got the Secretary of War, that's what he's called now, the Secretary of War holding a football, bringing you a message at the Super Bowl halftime show, the Turning Point's. Oh, okay. I understand how deep it goes now. This is crazy. What? This is nuts. As soon as I saw that, I was like, oh man, they really got Charlie. They really went ahead and got Charlie. I can't believe that. I was like, oh my God, they really got him. Look at this. Absolutely ridiculous.
Turning Point USA and every American who still believes freedom is worth defending. Thank you for your courage as an organization, your clarity, and your leadership. And for this halftime show that the War Department is proud to support. This year we mark 250 years since a band of citizens pledged their lives, their fortunes, and their sacred honor. For 2.5 centuries, Americans have answered that call on farms and factory floors, in shipyards and labs, in cockpits and foxholes, and in every uniform our nation has worn. Freedom is not automatic. It is defended by a strong nation and a ready force, and that's our job. To our troops, our veterans, and
whoa, what's good? Listen, I understand what he's saying. Okay, I get it. But also, is this supposed to be about football? Why did both shows forget it's about football? They just put a football in someone's hand and thought that was enough. This is absolutely ridiculous. And then you move on to the performances. I don't know if I can play the... First off, very odd right here, okay? Pete Hegseth speaks. And then there's just a bunch of ads about Charlie, okay? That's what they got going on. First, it's like 10 minutes of nothing. Then all of a sudden, there's just ads.
That is not just, a career and you check the box, but lives will be changed. I mean, how blessed are we that we get to be here celebrating the country and this is our job? Why is it, everybody? Because for us, we hold ourselves to a higher standard. This is not just another DC gig. This is about saving Western civilization.
Sounds like AI, but it's not. I would think it's not, at least. It sounds like something Charlie would say. But then it's just ads. It's just Charlie. It's just Charlie ads. The Secretary of War, then it's just nothing for 20 minutes, and then the performances start. And it starts off with Jack Posobiec on stage. It's ridiculous. And he says, this one's for Charlie. It's just so nuts. I mean, you go back to the whole thing when I talk about like Project Often and they're trying to like connect to your symbolic belief system. They're trying to like twist and mold that and trying to align their agenda with your feelings and your belief system. That's all this is. I mean, both of them were just straight up propaganda, like just thick propaganda. And, you know, it's not bad. You know, I love music like this. I love country-ish music. You know, new school country is like country-ish, you know. Old school country is like where it's at, really, if you like country music. You know, and it's every single performance was just like this performance here was the best one. This guy's like, I just want to catch my fish and drive my truck and wear my boots. I just want to wear my boots. It's just so on the nose. It's just way too on the nose. It was just crazy. So it's like one side was like just super woke and ridiculous. and the other side was just too, it was the exact energetic match to the wildly woke show that they had on one side. It's just like the energetic match, the exact same thing, but on the other side of things. It was just, I don't know, man. I don't know. I was forced to watch these things, you know. I have to say, I liked both performances. I did like the music on both sides. But, you know, English a little bit, and then, you know, make it about football. It's the Super Bowl. Just make it about football, you know? Maybe we just need to stop these shows altogether. Maybe that's what needs to happen, you know? Just tell the players, get some water, and get back on the field, because this is getting ridiculous here, okay? Because it's getting too much. You have Jay-Z, for some reason, has control. For some reason, he's not going to jail. I thought he's in the files. I thought he left the country. He just comes back like nothing. No one's getting arrested. Nobody? Not one person? I feel like someone should. I don't know, you know? Am I wrong? I feel like at least a few people should get arrested. Anyway, let's get in here. Yeah, the whole thing was just silly. I don't know, man. I really, I just, like, I get it, you know? I'm not for the woke stuff either. And then you had like not Chris Rock. You had Kid Rock on stage. This performance was great, okay? Keep putting on forever. That performance was great. And then there was another performance he did where he was clearly lip syncing. He was like, he pulled the microphone away and the track was still going. And it was just like, fine, whatever. He's like 60. Like, let him do whatever he has to do, you know? It's fine. But the whole thing was just a disappointment, you know? They're just never, it's just always on both sides. This whole turning point thing and the whole NFL thing. They're just always trying to bend and shift your perception in regards to what's important. Always trying to just bend and shift your perception. You know, one thing that I found out about, I have to just say, Bad Bunny, this thing tripped me out. Bad Bunny, NFL, Super Bowl, perfect. This tripped me out. This is very weird. Did you guys know this? So there's a bunch of bushes. Yeah. Go back to this. So you see these bushes? You see these bushes, guys? Right? There's bushes. Look at him, just in ecstasy. Oh, his first time holding a football. He's just in pure ecstasy. That's what America will do to you. Get some America in your system there, son. There you go. All these bushes are people. Did you know that? They're all people. I'm not making that up. I'm not being funny. They're all people dressed as bushes because they need to get the bushes off the field quickly. So they just had people dress up as bushes, run onto the scene, get in formation, and when it was done, all the bushes just run off the stage. I found that to be one of the most interesting things about this entire Super Bowl performance is that the people were bushes. I mean, are we at 6,000 already? Almost at 7,000? My bad, guys. I know Black Poppy. I. Man, there are some people who they complain about the Philadelphia inserts. They complain about I know Black Poppy. Buddy. It's not stopping, okay? There's too many Dominicans who have messaged me saying you're 100% right. That's, yeah. They're like, that is true. There's too many. They're on my side. Okay? My dad is Cuban. He's Cuban Jamaican. They know. They feel me. They understand. They understand completely. You know? Back in the day, you asked my dad, hey, what are you? He'd be like, I'm Jamaican. You're black. I'm Jamaican, though. Are you crazy? Are you out of your mind? There's something about people on these islands. They're nuts. They're nutty people. Ask my mom. Hey, Mom, where are you from? I'm Bayesian. I'm from Barbados. But you're black. I'm from Barbados. Hey, answer the question. I'm telling you, they're all like that. It's weird. It's weird stuff. Let's look in here a little bit. Oh, you guys are going nuts. Please hit that like button, guys. It really, really helps. You have no idea. You have no idea. That's after you guys subscribe to Fleet. Hopefully, Fleet and I can actually work together on something. I have a bunch of ideas. I want to kind of just sit in front of the camera for 20 minutes and just act out a bunch of nonsense, and then Fleet just make it all. That's what I'm looking to do. If I could do that, that would be just perfect. That's really what I want to get going. Let's keep going here. I mean, yeah, at the end of the day, if you're looking for which performance I like better, I didn't like either of them. I'm going to be honest. I don't like halftime shows. I don't like these shows where they're like, this is the performance and you have to like this. Like, I liked Kendrick Lamar, but when he was performing, I was like, this is ridiculous. I was like, get this guy off the stage. I was Team Kendrick. Okay? When it came to Kendrick versus Drake, I was Team Kendrick all day. But then you're going to bring him to the Super Bowl? Listen, okay? I don't care what this sounds like. Just have Luke Combs sing Fast Car in front of all of the people from Minnesota and Tennessee, and that's it. Let them all cry a single tear of how beautiful the song is and get back to football. Just your demographic. It's fine. Jeez. You're a Bad Bunny. Why? Why would you do that to a bunch of, you know who's watching the Super Bowl. Listen, everybody watches football. I know. But you know who's watching. Come on. Don't be like that. Just Luke Combs singing Fast Car, and that's it. I used to drive on the Chevrolet. That, just play that. Have him sing that, and we're done. Pyrotechnics. Ask Erika Kirk about him. Pyrotechnics, and be done with it. Okay? I don't need rap artists on the Super Bowl stage. I don't need that. It's ridiculous. Okay? You're catering to old white men. It's fine. It's fine. Give them something. They're losing everything. They're losing everything. You know? They're watching TV. They're like, nothing makes sense. Can you imagine being 70 years old right now? Nothing makes sense. Look, he even turns on YouTube. He sees me. He's like, what is this? Is he talking to me? Who's he talking to? Right? They're losing everything. Just give them the Super Bowl, you know? Have them, you know, just play the country, guys. Get Willie Nelson. Just get Willie Nelson. It's fine. We'll be fine. We got everything else. We know how to use Spotify. They don't know how to use Spotify. For some old people, that's the only song they're going to get to hear all year because they don't know how to work it. They don't know how to work these things unless their grandkids are there. Just give them their music. It's fine. It's fine. It's just ridiculous, you know? It's fine. That's what I think about the whole thing. It's getting ridiculous. We don't need all that. And then Turning Point just trying to have this halftime show, just inserting themselves like this is just, I don't know. I think it's ridiculous, quite honestly. I don't know what the rest of you guys think. I mean, just trying to push themselves in there as like, we're the ones who do the halftime show. Like, what? Like, where did it even come from? And then they're like, this is for Charlie. And Charlie's just in heaven like, who murdered me? Guys, put the person in jail already. What are you guys doing? You guys haven't looked into this at all. Charlie's just watching Jack Posobiec write over and over again on Twitter. I saw a leftist kill Charlie and they celebrated. That's it. He's watching him do that over and over again. He's like, what is going on? Jesus, what's happening? And I can't go down. Are you for real? Are you guys for real? He's pissed. He's pissed up there, making lights go on and off, like Erika said. Erika's like, when I was in the hotel after Charlie passed away, the lights were just strobing. Yeah, of course, because he wanted to shake you. He wanted to shake you. What did you do to me? What did you do to me? You said you never do this. You said you never do this to me. That's what he wants to do, but he can't. He can't, you know. Anyway, let's keep moving here. Which video's next? Now this one is weird. Erika Kirk messaging like this young girl. That's what's happening here. I don't understand what this is. I don't understand why this is. But let's listen to it. I don't know. It's getting really weird. People are finding out a lot of stuff about Erika. So let's play this. Okay. So let me make sure it's on triple speed like I usually have it. Let's listen to this. This is a Nisi Social. I'm not subscribed. Oh man, I thought I was subscribed to her. This Nisi Social. She has this video about Erika Kirk apparently messaging some 15-year-old girl or something like that. Like they were having this back and forth that I guess borders on inappropriate. I don't know. Check it out. And at the time she was 25. So it's not like it happened yesterday. Seems like it was happened about 10 years ago, but still.
Some weird shit about this woman. Back in 2013, Erika was 25 years old and she was in a relationship with a basketball player named Joshua Harrelson. So at the time he was living in Michigan and Erika moved out there to be with him. On the evening of September 15th, 2013, Joshua Harrelson and Erika met a 15-year-old girl named Jillian Falcon. And I know this because Jillian tweeted about it. At 3:53 p.m., Jillian tweeted that she was out for sushi with her friend, and 2 hours later she tweeted, "Just met Miss Arizona and Josh Harrelson, heart eyes emoji." Now, I'm not sure if Jillian coincidentally bumped into Erika and Joshua or if they were introduced. What I do know is that Jillian had a friend and the friend's grandparents were renting.
Why is this music playing? Does anybody know? Why is this music playing? I hope you see this. Who is this? Nisi? Why is this music playing in your video? And why is it so loud? Yeah, that's right. I'm an old man now. And I have old man complaints. Why is the music so loud? And why is it playing in the video? What's going on here?
A home to Erika in Michigan. So I'm not entirely sure if all of these people just bumped into each other coincidentally at the sushi restaurant or if they were formally introduced, but nonetheless, they met and Erika struck up what I view as a very odd relationship with the 15-year-old girl named Jillian. Now, before I share the information that I found, I need to make sure that I say this. Do not bother Jillian. Do not message her. Do not leave comments on her social media. Leave her alone. I'm not doing this video to cause any trouble for Jillian, so please do not reach out to her. She's a grown woman now, but at the time she was 15 when she met Erika, and the reason that I'm doing this video is because, in my opinion, Erika's behavior was predatory and it needs to be exposed. Jillian was just a child at the time. She's a teenage girl. Please don't bother her, okay?
Leave her alone!
Jillian, like many other teens in the early 2010s, was an avid user of Twitter and tweeted damn near everything that she did. Not gonna lie, she was doing a bit too much. But for the sake of this video, it helped me a lot. I went through her Twitter and pieced together her interactions with Erika, and I was alarmed at how much interest Erika showed this child. As I mentioned in...
Is it another song? She switched songs? Hey man, what's going on? Am I just like an old guy? I do things old school? What's going on? Another song? What's happening right now? How many songs? Is this a Super Bowl halftime show? Is that what this... Are we watching a Super Bowl halftime show? Is that why? Is Luke Combs playing next? Or is it Bad Bunny?
In the intro, on September 30th, 2013, Erika posted this picture posing with pizza, and just over a week later, on October 9th, 2013, Jillian...
Oh, she has that name. Wait, no. That's Falcone? How does that Pierre guy spell his last name? It's Falcone. It's like Falcone. I think there's an E at the end. I'm going to check that.
Jillian tweets, quote, "Next to Miss Arizona at Bar Louie." Jillian then tweeted this, at Erika Fronsby, at Cheyenne Chand. Aw, you're so sweet. Cheyenne is Jillian's friend. I believe they were classmates at the time, so they're the same age, just in case you're wondering. Now, 2 days later, Jillian tweeted, at Erika Fronsby, "Dying because you're so pretty." Someone, presumably Erika, replied, but then deleted the tweet, and Jillian replied, at Erika Fronsby, "We miss you too." On October 26, 2013, Jillian tweeted, tweeted, at Erika Fronsby, how you enjoying the Michigan weather? Erika replied, however, the reply is not visible because the account is now private. And Jillian replied, at Erika Fronsby, ah, lucky you. Enjoy it while. On November 7th, 2013, Erika tweeted something that I can't see because her account is private, but Jillian replied saying, at Erika Fronsby, I fell in love with the world in you. She also tweeted, don't care if it's Wednesday or not. She'll always be my woman crush. Can I be you at Erika Fronsby? At the time, was Jillian being a bit obsessive?
Yup.
I would say so, but she was 15 years old. Teenagers can be like this, okay? Going through Jillian's social media, she seems to be very impressionable, immature, and vulnerable at the time. And this grown woman, meaning Erika, should have set clear boundaries with her, but she didn't. As a matter of fact, she crossed boundaries with her quite a few times, which you will see later in the video. On November 18th, 2013,
You know what you're supposed to do? You're supposed to not answer. That's what you're supposed to do when it comes to a 15-year-old that's like talking about you like they love you. You just don't answer. That's it. You're on Twitter. Like, you don't have to answer. There's so many people probably messaging her all the time. Why is she answering this person? That doesn't even make sense. Also, she deleted it. She like purged her social media. That's why it's deleted, right? I would love to know what's going on there. That's very interesting.
Jillian tweeted, still waiting for that lunch date, kissing face emoji, at Erika Fronsby. There was a reply on this tweet that was deleted. Then Jillian says, at Cheyenne Chand, at Erika Fronsby, that's perfect. On November 20th, 2013, Jillian tweeted, why am I just finding out it's your birthday? I hope you had a great one at Erika Fronsby. Erika responded to this tweet, however, we can't see the response. Then Jillian tweeted, at Erika Fronsby, that's great, kissy face emoji. On December 18th, 2013, Jillian tweeted, I want to just curl up in a ball and cry because of how perfect at Erika Fronsby is, heart eyes emoji. Erika's response is private, and then Jillian responds, you too, love. On January 6th, Erika made a post that is currently private, and Jillian responded, at Erika Fronsby, gorgeous love, heart eyes emoji, kissy face emoji. On January 22nd, 2014, Jillian tweeted a bunch of messages that I believe were her gushing over Erika. Then at 10:30 p.m., so pretty late at night, she tweets, at Erika Fronsby is the best. The next morning, she tweets, at Erika Fronsby, one day I am going to wake up, roll over on my side, and kiss the love of my life. Good morning. Now, I know to some of you, it might seem like this is one-sided, like Jillian is the one initiating everything, but keep in mind, they were also having text message conversations and phone calls, plus Erika's tweets are private so we can't see them, so we're not getting the entire picture. So just keep that in mind. On February 13th, 2014, Jillian replied to one of Erika's tweets by saying, at Erika Fronsby, gorgeous as always. A few hours later, she then tweeted, why did at Erika Fronsby just send me this? Laughing emojis. And there is a photo which says, this Valentine's Day, I am going to touch your butt.
Excuse me.
Remember.
Okay. Man. I don't get it. I don't understand. Why do that? This whole thing just seems crazy. First off, from the beginning, the fact that she's with a basketball player, it shows more of this whole really wanting to be in Hollywood, attaching yourself. Not that she's not successful, because Miss Arizona, especially to a basketball player, that there's currency in that, and being a basketball player, there's currency in that. But it just shows the guys that she's going for. It's like a guy who's on reality TV, a guy who wants to be on reality TV, a basketball player, a guy who has this massive political potential. It's like there's like a pattern. You know what I mean? There's a pattern going on. Before it was Cabot, when she was dating Cabot, it was because there was this potential, this political potential. Then all of a sudden she met Charlie, way more political potential. She gets with him instead. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, I don't know. Yeah, like, what's going on with Erika? Like, I don't get it. I don't get this whole thing. And then you send the Valentine's thing. It just, no thought process. And you know what? At least there's a consistency with not knowing what you're doing with her, right? We've seen this throughout the whole Turning Point thing. It just seems like she doesn't know what she's doing. To do that with someone who's like 15, you just don't know what you're doing. What are you doing? What are you doing? It's crazy.
This girl was 15, and Erika was 25. In my opinion, the relationship seems like grooming. Jillian posted this tweet on March 6, 2014. So Erika says, "Let me call you. Hold on, sweetheart. Give me a sex. Wow." And then Jillian says, "Okay," and puts laughing emojis. Erika then says, Sex too, but not from you, LOL. Holy shit, laughing emoji. You always make me laugh. I don't bat for the other team just yet. What the fuck?
Right to jail, right away.
This text exchange gave me chills. It seems like Erika was flirting with her. I don't bat for the other team just yet. And this conversation is happening at night, 8:50 p.m. What the f are you doing texting this girl so late at night with all of this fucking sexual innuendo? What the f is wrong with you? Mind you, this was after Erika had won Miss Arizona. She is running businesses. She has the Romanian Angels charity and other charities, working for all of these different organizations, companies. She even had a boyfriend, okay? Her life should be too busy to be over here entertaining 15-year-old girls. How on earth did she even have the time, let alone the interest, to be carrying on this so-called friendship with this 15-year-old girl? But there's more. It gets worse. On March 13th, 2014.
This is very weird. The whole, actually, what timestamp are we at? 10:55? Because I have to go back to this really quick. Okay. So let me call you. Hold on, sweetheart. Give me a sex. Wow. Okay. Sex too, but not from you. Lol. Like, this is exactly what Chris Hansen shows somebody after he's rolled up on them. They're just sitting in the house waiting for the kid. They have pizza, they have pop and vodka and all this stuff, and they're just sitting there, and Chris Hansen walks in. He says, "Hey, what's going on, big guy? Hey, how you doing? Is your name Mark? Hi. Is your name Erika? Sit down for me." Okay. The cameras come in. That's exactly what this is. Didn't you say, I have it right here, you said, hold on, sweetheart, give me a sex. You said that, right? And then you said sex too, but not from you. Is that what you said? And you said you don't bat for the other team just yet. What do you mean by that? It's just hands behind your back, man. Hands behind your back. No, I mean, I don't think you can get arrested for this. I don't really know. This just seems crazy to me. And what was going on? It really does make you think, the whole Miss Arizona thing, and it's connected to, the now Prez, and he knew her, got her into the pageant world, right? Now she's talking to someone younger. I'm not saying anything's going on, but it's like, are you trying? I wonder if you ask this Julia girl, was she pulled in, or was there an attempt to pull her into the pageant world? And is there something more that goes on with these pageant girls? You know what I mean? Like the Files, right? There was a guy who I think he owned Victoria's Secret or something like that, but there was something going on with the Victoria's Secret models. And it makes you think that would be the perfect way of cataloging, right? Cataloging ladies, right? It would be a perfect way. Same with the pageant, right? You have them all categorized. You have their pictures, their headshot, where they're from, their backgrounds, what they're into. Like, you have the whole thing broken down. So if you were to present this catalog to someone, they would know exactly what they wanted. A menu of sorts. It just makes me think, what's going on here? Here, we're at 10:55. Let's go back there. I don't know why this lady's swearing so much. Why are you swearing so much and editing? Like, pick one. Like, if you're going to swear, swear. But if you're going to edit it, just don't swear.
With Erika. Erika says, I forgot to tell you, hydrate tonight. No alcohol, and don't eat a lot of salty foods. You don't want to look bloated. Jillian then responds, thank you. Erika says, no alcohol. Really, Erika? Age recognition, you twat waffle. Apparently, I haven't had my coffee yet. What the hell, Erika? Laughing emoji. Well, on that bite, ... Note, damn you, Siri. Come on.
What? Here, let me just put my cursor over that. I've never heard of calling it a waffle of sorts. That's very odd what she She went there with no alcohol. I forgot to tell you, hydrate tonight, no alcohol, and don't eat a lot of salty foods. You don't want to look bloated. For what? For what? What's happening? What is going on? This is very weird. Very weird. For you to meet someone, see, this is why it seems so odd. You meet someone when they're 15, right? They're young, whatever, they're young. And now you're telling them not to drink, like you want them to be presentable in a certain way. Is it because she's introducing her to the pageant world? Is that what's going on? Right? And then what is the pageant world really? You know, makes you think.
Hashtag the struggle. What are you trying to say, laughing emoji? Spit it out, you twat waffle. How on earth could she have forgotten that she was messaging a child? The legal drinking age is 21, and Jillian was 15 years old at the time, and she very much texts like a 15-year-old girl. How the f*** did you forget that part? That she's 15? Maybe I'm projecting, but I don't think so, okay? When I was 15 years old, I was in a similar situation with an adult who would do things like little slick things, say little things and pretend that it was an accident or, oh, it was a misunderstanding. Oh, I didn't mean to touch you like that. I didn't mean to say the words like that. I didn't mean it. And over time, their behavior continued to escalate to the point where they eventually crossed a huge line. So when I see things like this, I get mad because these are the types of tactics that predators use. I have experienced it myself. Back to Jillian. On the morning of March 26, 2014, Jillian tweeted, "I just want to be somebody's woman crush Wednesday. Is that too much to ask?" That evening, she then tweets, "Thank you at Erika Fransvi for making my whole week." And she shares this photo, and the photo is of a gnome, and it says, "I want to be inside your lady garden." Know what I'm saying?
Right to jail. Right away.
These tweets are
What's going on? This is very weird. This is very, very odd. I'm so glad. What was it? Lance, I think he shared it with me. A bunch of people were trying to get me to see this, but Lance actually gave it to me, made sure that I could see it. This seems crazy. I don't know. Seems like she's talking to herself. I don't know, man. I don't know. Because it turns out, see, this is, when I first saw this, as the video started, I was like, oh, this person's fake. This is a fake person. But she's already, this girl, Nisi, I think that's how you say it, Nisa, I don't know. She's already spoken to this Julia person. So this Julia person does actually exist, right? And this is before the time of like AI bots and things like that. So this all seems to be on the up and up.
still available on Twitter as I am making this video. All of this that I'm sharing with you is publicly available information, just in case you're wondering. Now, on April 3rd, 2014, Jillian tweeted this picture and said, "I miss this goon." A few minutes later, she tweeted, "Did Erika just text me hashtag no new friends? Oh my fucking god, I can't." So the assumption is that Erika was being territorial over Jillian hanging out with her male friend. A few days later, on April 5th, 2014, Jillian posted this tweet, "Getting this in the mail from Erika Fransvi." And in the photo is a red box of chocolate-covered strawberries and
What? Oh man. You remember when Candace made that episode where she made a list of all the people that were like Turning Point and Turning Point Faith and Rob McCoy, Godspeak Chapel and Cornerstone, like all these different Christian organizations, and how they all were adjacent to or had these weird charges looming around them. This is right in line with that, and Erika went to what was it? Liberty University. This is nuts. Let me tell you something. Let me just break something down for you, okay? Because we're making jokes here. If this was a guy, have fun in jail. Have fun in jail. You're going to jail for 15 years, sir. Have fun. Have fun. Hey, I hope you have some money to get some chocolates for Big Leroy. Big Leroy likes some chocolates after he relieves himself. And I think you're going to find out exactly what I mean. Oh, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Be in jail if this was a guy. If this is a 25-year-old guy, you'd be in jail. There'd be no YouTube video from Nisi Social. Are you kidding me? This would be Kash Patel standing on stage. It took 33 hours, but we tracked him down. 33 hours, we tracked him down, and he is now 33, I said 33 hours. We tracked him down. He's in custody right now. The charges are going through, and we will see you all in Valhalla. Like, are you kidding me? It'd be over. It'd be over for this dude.
And other chocolate desserts. Now, this gift, in my opinion, is something that you would expect an adult to buy another adult that they were in a romantic relationship with. Not something you would expect a 25-year-old woman going on 26 to give a teenage girl. And the card in the photo says this: Happy sweet 16, beautiful girl. Keep strong in faith and know that you're loved. But most of all, never forget that you are perfect and amazing just the way you are. I am so proud of you. Today is the first day of another 365-day journey around the sun. Enjoy the trip, boo. Love you, E. She has parents. I'm pretty sure her parents tell her that she's loved. I went through her social media. Her friends were constantly saying, I love you, like her friends that are her age. I would imagine she didn't need to hear that shit from Erika, a grown woman. Just saying. On June 7th, 2014, Jillian shared this tweet. This has to be the most heartfelt compliment I've ever gotten. And she attached a screenshot of her conversation with Erika. So Jillian says, thank you. Erika says, you have the most stunning features. Jillian says, best compliment ever. Erika says, your eyes, your lips, your skin, you're absolutely beautiful. Jillian responds with the crying emoji, you're making me cry.
Are you for real? Is this real? Why aren't more people talking about this? This is crazy. This is nuts. You have the most stunning features. Your eyes, your lips, your skin. What if that was me? What if that was me? What would you guys do? Would you guys be cool with that? If it was me and I was messaging some 15-year-old, even a dude. Let's like match it up perfectly, right? I'm messaging some dude, some young dude. I'm like, you have the best features ever, bro. Your lips, your skin, your eyes. I mean, you are just absolutely beautiful. You'd be like, what? Send Colin to jail, man. And then I send him chocolates with a message in it. Happy sweet 16. I go to jail. And it'd be fine. It'd be fine. They would show up to my house and I'd be like, you saw the chocolates? You saw it? Yeah. No, it's fine. Behind my back, right? Okay. No, it's fine. It's fine. Can I put pants on? No, it's cool. I don't need them anyway. Not where I'm going, right? Am I right, guys? Okay. What's your name? Dan Bongino? Nice to meet you, sir. Anyway, you gonna unredact those names? No? Okay. Just me then? Okay. I'll watch my head. That'd be it. I'm gone. What are we talking about here? Why aren't more people talking about this? This is crazy.
Eyes, your lips, your skin, you're absolutely beautiful. Jillian responds with the crying emoji, you're making me cry. There are dozens more tweets of them calling each other the best, you're so beautiful, you're stunning, I love you more, blah, 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 things of that nature. I'm not going to read all of them. I think you guys can already see very clearly what was going on. Erika was also following Jillian on Instagram and liking and commenting on her posts there. In February of 2014, Jillian went on a family trip to Puerto Rico, and Erika was liking and commenting on her Instagram posts. So Jillian posted this photo of the beach and Erika says, unreal gorgeous. And then Jillian responds, this is by far my favorite picture I took. My mom wants to get it blown up at Erika Francvi. Erika responds, I could see why, boo. Jillian responds, so perfect at Erika Francvi. Erika then responds, ... yes, I know you are. One of the many issues that I have with their interactions is the fact that Erika always made it about the girl's physical appearance. Like here's a photo that Jillian took feeding a duck, and it's a cute picture. You know, the duck is adorable, it's innocent, it's kind of funny, and Erika liked the photo, but she didn't comment. Here is a photo of Jillian's face, and then she comments calling her stunning. Majority of their interactions had something to do with each other's physical appearance. If a 25-year-old man was doing this to a 15-year-old girl, someone would have reported him to law enforcement, okay? But because she's Miss Arizona, because she's a woman, it went unaddressed. And because she was a public figure, she had an assumed position of trust. And because of that, this very odd relationship was never questioned. And for the record, I have not spoken to Jillian. I have reached out to her, but I haven't heard back. However, another concerned internet investigator spoke to her and then spoke to me, and she shared the conversation with me. So there was texting, there was voice notes, and the person shared everything with me. So I did see from Jillian herself how she feels about all of this 10 years later. Now, I'm not going to share that conversation that those two people had in this video. I want to respect their privacy, but I did see the conversation. I listened to the voice notes, and I just want to say for the record that Jillian says that she wasn't trafficked. There was people online who were concerned because Jillian was in Puerto Rico, and Puerto Rico was very close to Epstein Island. So people are wondering, is there something that was happening?
In Puerto Rico with her family. Come on. Do proper breakdowns. She's in Puerto Rico with her family. Nothing, you know what I mean? Come on. If she was there with Erika, I'd be like, oh, okay, there's something to think about here. She's there with her family. I don't know. It just, it's hard to sneak off. Dad, what are you guys doing now? Oh, you are? Tacos again? Of course. No, I don't want tacos. I'm going to go on this cigar boat. There's an island just down there. I'm just going to go check it out quickly. Really hard to sneak away when you're young like that. It's not impossible. Kids do dumb things all the time. But I mean, yeah, like I don't think that was happening. Oh, is it 9K? Somebody says 9K in the chat. I know Black Poppy. I. Yay! That's all my wife hears. She just hears that. She's like, what the hell? Man, but yeah, very weird stuff. I don't know what to think of this. I mean, it looks bad. No matter what you think about Erika, this looks bad. And also it was so public. Very public. That's how you have to do it if you're like, you're doing something wrong. You have to make it extremely public. That way, if anybody accuses you, you're like, what do you mean? I was doing this in public. I don't care. Where is it? Is this the thing that she shared? Let me see here.
Has to be the most heartfelt compliment I've ever gotten. And she attached a screenshot of her conversation with Erika.
So she actually showed this online. Oh yeah, so there it is. Yeah, she posted this online. I mean, listen, right? Let's assume Erika's all above board. No matter who you are, whether you're genuine, you have no intentions of anything, someone this young shares this, you're just like, oh shit, for sure. There's no way she was sitting there like, that's fine. She's probably like, oh my God, she just shared it. Oh my God, I'm going to jail. Honey, no, we're going to play basketball later. I don't want to play basketball right now. I think I'm going to jail. Is it possible that you can leave me money? I think there's options to leave money for when people are in jail. Can you do that for me? Thank you so much. I don't really want to talk about it. If there's a knock at the door, just let him in. I'll have my hands behind my back. For sure. I mean, I don't know. This is not the kind of thing you want shared, I would assume. Unless you're nuts. Unless you're just absolutely nuts. Then you're probably cool with it. You're like, whatever. Or unless you're used to it, that kind of thing,
Out of sight, out of mind. So she never looked back at this whole friendship she had with Erika as being weird and inappropriate. She never saw it that way. But in my opinion, okay, what Erika was doing is grooming. By definition, the things that I showed you in those screenshots are common tactics used by people.
It's so funny. She's like bleeping out these words she's saying. It's like, just don't say them, Yeah, see, you guys make fun of the code words that I have. You make fun of them, but it keeps the convo going. I don't have to edit anything out. I say Philadelphia, you know what I'm talking about. And for those of you that don't know what I'm talking about, you'll figure it out, right? So the word she's using there rhymes with brooming, okay? You see, Nisi, this is the experience. This is experience at work. You call it brooming, right? Because it's 1984. It feels like 2026. But it's actually 1984. It's fine. We deal with what we got. We have to say brooming. We have to say Philadelphia. It's okay. People get it. But yeah, that's the video. Very interesting video. I didn't play it all, but this is what the video's called. Hit that like button on that video if you go and watch it. It's called Erika's Past Comes Back to Haunt Her. And yeah, I would have to agree with that. It seems pretty crazy to do all of that. Don't know what that's going to lead to. Well, I do know what it's going to lead to. Nothing's going to happen. Nothing's going to happen at all. Nothing's going to happen. In fact, if you talk about this online, if you break this down, if you share this video or clips from that video, people will just say you're crazy. That's all. That's what's been happening the whole time. That's what's been happening the whole time. Every single thing that gets called out, they go, "Oh, you're crazy. That's nuts. Oh, they're just talking." I'm telling you, it's so crazy to watch people. They get their feet so buried into the sand. They dig their feet in so deep that they'll even fight for something like that, right? I mean, that was clearly inappropriate. That's inappropriate with a young person. And there will be people who will fight. They'll be like, "No, it wasn't inappropriate. 15. I mean, that's old enough." Like, you know what I mean? Like, they'll have those weird conversations with you because they don't want to be, they see anything that is against Erika or Turning Point as aligning with Candace, right? And you're not allowed to align with Candace. So they're going to fight tooth and nail. It's gross. It's so gross to see, man. I mean, it's just crazy. But that's how that's going to go. We have another video here. This is Jesse on Fire's video. I'm not going to play this one. It's too long. He shared it with a bunch of us. Maybe I'll do a breakdown of it later on. But it's basically just about Charlie Kirk being alive. And he just goes through his theory of why he thinks that. Here, let me play this just as part.
Ask yourself the following question. Any of the funding stuff.
Okay, I'm playing it. I'm playing it on 2.5 speed here. Let me go back to normal speed. Here, let me just play this.
Reason that I'm doing this is because this is a failed experiment. Whatever they thought they were doing, it has had the exact opposite effect. Okay. Everybody suspects TPUSA is involved in this thing. At least all the people that would watch this video, they all think TPUSA did it. They all think Erika is in on it. And I understand exactly why. It's because Candace believes that they're in on it. And why does Candace think that they're in on it? Common sense, because they're lying. Now, I realize Candace is not everybody's cup of tea, but the bottom line is she is definitely my cup of tea, and she's such a savage. She's a savage, man. She is an investigator you do not want coming after you. Like, she's smarter than you. She's smarter than you. And she is unafraid to tell you that she can astral project with Charlie because she doesn't care, dude. She's like, "No, yeah, we really did do that." And bottom line is, I know you're lying. I'm all in on this. I know you're lying. Here's the thing that I would pose to you, Candace, is ask yourself the following question. Any of the funding stuff, any of this new financing stuff that you are talking about in today's episode, actually, with Pierre, would any of it make it impossible that Charlie is the one who made all of the decisions that you are looking at and attributing to these people as potential motive for his murder? Could it be that Charlie has gone underground? He can no longer go to jail. He can no longer go to prison because he is not alive as far as the official record is concerned, because he's friends with the president of the United States and the vice president. He convinced them that if he dies via murder by a leftist, that it's going to be incredibly beneficial to them because he's an incredible salesperson. And he made a big conference, a big 5-day conference with the inner circle. They talked about it. They rehearsed it. And here's another thing, Candace. Charlie said that he was in Tokyo in Japan for what, the 6th, 7th, 8th, whatever it was, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, whatever. And you're having trouble sourcing where Erika was. And believe me, we've got a lot more to talk about, but just, I'll leave you with this. If I'm right about this, then where would Charlie, Erika, and every other person that was going to be involved in this thing on the 10th have been on the 7th, 8th, 9th, whatever, right? Farnsworth, Mikey McCoy, anyone who was going to play a role in this thing was going to be at a last minute training where they were going to get synced together. They were going to...
He won't say Fort Huachuca. Valhalla will get pissed at him if he says Fort Huachuca. Where would they be? They'd be in Fort Huachuca. No? Isn't that where the intel secret stuff goes on? They'd all be in Fort Huachuca. We can't say that. You can't say that.
run through it 1,000 times to make sure that every single person knew exactly what their role was and no one made any mistakes. So instead of looking to see where Erika was, we should start looking where the other people were. And if you find that they're all in the same place, you know what I mean? And if you find that they're not, I mean, again, I could just be completely wrong here, dude. And then now speaking to Charlie and them, well, if I'm wrong, I guess now it's talking to Charlie, speaking to TPUSA, the reason why I thought this is because you guys have no emotions that match that of a human being. So if this is not right, then my next hypothesis is you're from another planet.
That would make more sense. That would make more sense to me. They're all from another planet. They're from a planet filled with pyrotechnics and glitter, and that's why it all just makes sense to them. You know, they're from a planet where when someone passes away, you put on pyrotechnics as a display of sympathy and sorrow in their land where they're from, their planet. That's why they do it. That's why Erika's just pouring sparkles on herself, because she's grieving, and that's how they grieve on this planet. That makes so much more sense. I'm gonna make that video. But yeah, Jesse has this video. He's talking about, like, you should hear it. I mean, it's like 40 minutes, and he's talking about how, you know, why he thinks Charlie's alive. I have to say, I've had so many people message me about Charlie being alive. Dozens, probably 100 people at least have emailed me, messaged me about him being alive. Some have zero proof and they just say it. And like, if you don't believe them, they're like, well, you're a lizard person. And I'm like, hey man, that's not fair really. But you know, I respect it. I like the conviction, but you know, not super fair to me. I got 5 fingers, right? I got 5 fingers on each hand. Oh, this could be my actual skin coming through. You ever think of that? Yeah, I'm kind of with you. But but yeah, I've had so many people message me about it. I don't think so. I think that if it was just about him going to prison, I think there's other ways to dodge prison, especially when you are friends with the VP and the most powerful person in the world. I think there's many other ways for you to dodge prison other than taking yourself out. I also think that he was becoming massively powerful. I think there's more evidence that leads towards him becoming more powerful and doing things behind the scenes that we're not ticking off the now prez, but could have been. They could have been ticking him off. Like, just example that I gave, that we found out is that when he would have people on the Turning Point stage, you know, with Tucker, go Max, he would say this. Tucker was not the only person he said that to. He said that to Officer Tatum. He said that to Dave Smith. Every single person who had these views that Charlie was starting to come around on, except for Officer Tatum, but Officer Tatum was talking about the files and Jeff and all this stuff. So he was like, go hard. I want you to go very hard. He kept doing that. And then when it came to things like, you know, Iran and attacks and stuff, he would literally talk to the president twice a week. Just so you know, in case people were unclear of that, he would talk to the president twice a week, giving the president advice. A lot of people don't realize that. So when he said something about, you know, don't do this with Iran, don't do anything like this, don't do it for Bibi, don't do it for anybody, this is not a good idea. He would then also go to the conservatives that were like, you know, the head of the movement, and he would say to them, I need you to go say publicly that this is a bad idea, because I've just said it to the prez, and now I need it to reflect in the social media sphere that he watches so closely. So it was like, not only was he powerful, he was also kind of like manipulating things. I think more leads towards him being really powerful and needing to be taken out than it does towards him faking his death. That's just me. I think politics is grimy. I think it's grimy. So grimy. I think your friends will turn on you. I think your who you think loves you the most will turn on you. I think they'll take you out if they need to take you out. I think we've seen it happen before many times. It's grimy. I mean, 50 Cent said a long time ago. I think Kendrick Lamar too. He was like, it's red and blue. It's Bloods and Crips. He's like, it's the same type of thing. He's like, these are gangs. It gets grimy. They're willing to do some stuff. I mean, look at we've just heard about files and this and that. Like, they're willing to do some stuff to people if they get in the way. If they decide that they're more powerful than their britches and they're 31 years old, and it seems like they're only going to get more powerful and they might become president, and now their views are changing and they're not aligning with this Philadelphia agenda that we've all been going by for the longest time, they're not going to say, well, that's fine. It's cool. They're not going to do that. They're going to be like, oh, he has to go. It's like the mafia. It's like the mob. The mob could love you. They could be with you. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Go handle him, Antonio. Antonio comes with the piano chord. Are you kidding? Comes with the piano chords. Are you kidding me? Just yesterday, Antonio and Tommy were sitting there having some gabagoo. And the next thing you know, Paulie says, listen, Antonio, Tommy's got to go. And the next thing you know, Tommy's gone. But they were all brothers just a second ago. It's like that in politics. It's grimy. So, no, I don't think Charlie faked it. I don't think he faked it at all. I think there was a lot of powerful factions that didn't like the things he was saying. And we do live in a world where if people don't like the things you're saying, it is a possibility that you go. I think we've seen this. They cancel. If they cannot cancel, then they go a step further with jail. If they cannot jail, they go a step further and you're gone, potentially, right? You have 3 lives in this thing. They will cancel you if that doesn't work. You know what I mean? Like that's how that works, right? Like Candace, they try to cancel her. They can't cancel her. The next logical step is at some point they would try and put her in jail. That's what would happen. Same with Charlie. They couldn't cancel him, right? Maybe there was some kind of prison on the loom if a different administration had came in. Maybe. But once you can't have that happen to you, the next thing comes into play. And we've seen this happen so many times with the most powerful people, you know? So, I don't know. Who's this? Let me see here. Just lost my respect after your Valhalla comment. Heather. This was Heather Anderson. Get out of here, Heather. Go ahead and get going, Heather. What do you want me to do? You want me to throw you out myself? Or are you just going to leave? You can just go. I wish this was like Twitch where you could pull up the person and you can actually have a conversation with them. On Twitch, you could double click on the person and then this window pops up and you can actually go back and forth with them. But you can't do that here. So have fun, Heather. Get on out of here. Get on out of here, lady. Here, I'll get rid of this for you too. Here, get out of here. Have a good one. I didn't like that joke that you told. I heard a joke that I did not like. You just lost me. Like we're dating. Hey, my wife's in the chat. As long as I'm good with my wife and the people that love me, hey, you're not going to scare me. Oh, I'm talking about getting canceled and losing things. You're not going to scare me. It's not going to work, okay? Change your name to Joe. Head over to Baron when Baron goes live today and ask him for some logic courses. Ask him to help you out a little bit in that department. Tell him Coach sent you, okay? Tell him Boach Ballin sent you, and maybe he'll help you out, okay? Just do that for me. People are so funny. So fun. I've never done that before. It's so weird. I subscribe to so many things. I've never been like, excuse me, I heard a thing I don't like, and I'd like to let you know that I'm leaving now. What? Are you okay? There's 9,500 people in the chat. Just relax. Have fun. Have fun elsewhere. Just go. I don't know. Let's go over to what Baron actually discovered. I did not know this at all. So Baron Coleman, Big Baron here, 612 weeks ago, May 2014. A lot going on in the 2014. This is exactly around the time Erika was having that conversation with that. And that person's tagged. Oh, that's interesting. That's so interesting. Okay. Was anyone aware Erika Kirk was very involved with political affairs in Washington, D.C. in May of 2014? I was not. So Erika Kirk actually said in this comment, and I'll show you where it was, but let's just read it. I have several white ink tattoos, and I'm a working professional in the entertainment industry, nonprofit world, and very involved with political affairs in Washington, D.C. When tattoos are tasteful, they are considered a form of art, not a distraction that hinders job opportunities. Okay, so that's what she had to say to somebody. It's so crazy that she tagged this girl, and we were just listening to a video of her having that weird conversation with this girl. So this is where Baron got the post from. I don't give a Dom. Oh, follow back. I like Dom. Dom does the good stuff. So this was the post, right? So this is her just at the Department of Defense. Okay. So this is her literally in the Pentagon. Just weird. Then this is her touching the seal of the state of Arizona. I do not understand this post. Was she even born in Arizona? Why is she touching it like this? This is such a weird picture to take. And then she says this. Do they show? Oh, okay. So this is what it's in. So this, am I tripping out here? Or am I seeing? Okay, so that's not Julia. That's somebody else. Let's zoom in on this. Let's zoom in on this. Can I see it even? You can't even see it. You can't even see it. So basically, they're just going back and forth here on a post, right? And this is where Erika says that whole thing. And she tags that Julia girl. This is so weird. And it's because this girl, as you can see right here, has some kind of white ink. She has some kind of white ink tattoo right here. Can't really make it out and see what it says, but she has some kind of tattoo. So basically, I guess people are talking smack about her tattoo. And Erika's just letting them know, hey, I am a deep state figure, and in the deep state, and when you're in the deep state, listen, people don't really care what kind of tattoos you got. It's all good, you know? Very weird. Oh, that's so weird. It's so weird that she tagged that Julia girl. So she was really talking to that Julia girl, like a lot. It seems so odd to do stuff like that. I want to zoom in on this so bad, but I can't. Let me see. Control. Oh, is that zooming it? Is that zooming it? Nah, it's not zooming it. Nah, it's not doing anything. So annoying. So annoying that I can't zoom in on it. But yeah, it's just this whole back and forth that they're having here. Really weird stuff. So that's Erika saying that she's heavily involved in the political affairs in Washington, D.C., which, I mean, we semi-knew already after the video I did where she's talking about working in the military. She's saying, hey, I work in the military, you know, like it's a big thing to her. So I kind of knew this, but for her to actually say it in another post when she's talking about having white ink tattoos seems really weird. Everything about her seems weird. And this is exactly the reason why Jesse thinks, you know, Candace, funny enough, Candace already addressed this in terms of what Jesse was talking about. She says people think he's alive because of how crazy or how silly or how ridiculous or how just mind-blowingly numb Turning Point seems to this whole thing. So it's like so wild how they're behaving that it's like, oh, Charlie must still be alive. You know, like I'm saying that in regards to Erika. Like, it's just, I don't know. It just seems so crazy to me how they act, the things that they say. But she's like this. This is before Charlie even. She's just like this. She just says things and does things that are just out of character. And honestly, we don't even know her character. We can't even tell what her character is. You ever think of that? We can't tell what her character is. Nobody actually knows because she's trying to be in Hollywood. She doesn't drink, then she does. She doesn't date, then she does. She's with a basketball player, then a political guy, then this person, then that person. You don't actually know. She's like a chameleon. She just kind of goes wherever, whatever makes the most sense. She just gets in with that. She's in Romania doing Romanian Angels. Then she's Miss Arizona. She's like a Bond girl. I mean, let's be real. I know people don't like to put her on that level, but she's like a Bond girl. She really is. She's just in all these things. And then by 2026, she's running a 9-figure organization, one of the biggest organizations in America? What? It makes no sense. The whole thing makes no sense. You know what else I have to do for you guys? I actually have to go back to this video really quick, because some people get really silly when it comes to like Candace, or even the people that they love. I'm sure people do it with me as well. People didn't like the comparison to Candace to the Joker. But can I tell you how wrong you are about that comparison and how good of a comparison this actually is? Let me explain why this is actually a great comparison. Who's Batman? Think about this, because people were like, they're like, Candace isn't the Joker. Candace is Batman. Are you sure? Let's go through who Batman is. Batman is a guy who loved ones mysteriously died, and he came into a bunch of money after his loved ones died mysteriously. The case is still open. People don't really know what happened to his family. They don't really understand, and he says he doesn't understand either. That's fine. So now he's just a multi-millionaire out of nowhere and takes over the company that his parents had. Oh, that's weird. That's weird. And then on top of that, okay, let's keep going. Batman, think about this. Batman then has everything given to him by an employee who works for him. He has no superpowers whatsoever, yet we all must proclaim him to be a superhero. We all have to say Batman's a superhero, but he can't do anything that a superhero does. He doesn't speak well. Oh, think about it. He doesn't speak well. He's stiff. He doesn't speak well. He can't fly. He has no powers at all. But yet we all have to say he's a superhero. In fact, he gets to be in the league with the rest of the superheroes, and none of us can say anything about it. Okay? We all just have to bow down and say, okay, all right, you're a superhero. Doesn't even have a suit made of metal like Tony Stark. Doesn't even have that. And everybody has to just proclaim this person as a superhero. Oh, that's weird. Now, think deeper into who Batman is, okay? Right? Everything's given to him. Not really a superhero, although we have to say that he's a superhero. Not really that charismatic, but we all have to act like he's really charismatic. And works with law enforcement secretly. What are we talking about here? You're telling me Erika's not Batman? Works with law enforcement secretly. Oh, are you kidding me? Are you joking? Works with law enforcement secretly, but somehow never figures out who killed his parents. In fact, his mission was to find out who it was, so he said, and he never even bothered figuring it out. Oh, that's weird. That's weird. Not casting any shade on Batman here, okay? I'm just saying. They're very similar in that way, okay? I'm good with, listen, when I do my act outs and my comparisons, I know what I'm doing, all right? I'm just putting it out there. I'm confident in what I'm doing. I didn't call her the Joker for no reason. And on top of that, Batman and Joker, they don't exist without each other. They need each other, right? The only reason anybody cares about Erika Kirk is because of what Candace is doing. That's the only reason. Otherwise, who cares about Erika Kirk at all? Who cares about her past? Who cares about what she's doing? But the Joker brings all of that to light. And on top of that, the Joker knows who Batman really is. The Joker knows who Batman really is. And if you watch the show, if you read the comic, the Joker is constantly putting out open letters to Batman. Constantly putting out, like, I know who you are. I know what you're doing. I know what you're all about. I know what you think secretly. And as the Joker keeps doing this to Batman, he keeps pushing, Batman comes more and more undone. Oh, you don't know about that part, do you? You only know the movies. Huh? You only know the movies, right? Dark Knight, that's all you know. Oh, Batman becomes more and more undone as the Joker keeps pushing and prodding. The Joker starts calling him by his first name. He's like, hey, Bruce. How you doing, Bruce? But he never does it in front of everybody. They have secret meetings. Do you know that too? The Joker and Batman will meet up secretly and have discussions. And in those discussions, the Joker will call Batman by his first name. He'll be like, I know who you are. I know where you live. I know what you're doing. And he calls out Batman because he's like, you're vicious. You're actually a vicious person. And I know you're vicious, and I know you're crazy too. Oh, you think I was just doing impressions? Oh, let me tell you something. Believe you me, Erika is Batman. Okay? Erika is Batman. And for those that don't know, Batman sucks. Okay? Just putting it out there. And the Joker is cool. All right? Just so you guys are just clear. Okay? Have too many people who are just like, actually, Candace is Batman. What? Are you crazy? You're out of your mind. All stiff, just going around. No. Candace has layers. Candace has layer upon layer. And also, just comparison to the Joker, okay? It's comparison to the Joker. The Joker's actually a genius, and he hides it. Just like Candace never revealed that she was in the GATE or could have been in the GATE program and had this ability that she didn't want to pursue because she didn't want to be in that school. Oh, that's why the Joker's smart enough to persuade Harley Quinn to become Harley Quinn, because the Joker is like, listen, let me break down what's actually going on in the world. You know about Philadelphia? Can I tell you about Morocco? You know, the Joker knows a lot of stuff. He just seems nuts. He seems nuts, but he's always 3 steps ahead. He seems like he's just crazy, but he's always far ahead of everybody else. Far, far ahead. On top of that, when it comes to the Joker, the Joker's been canceled by all of society. Who's that sound like? The Joker has been outcasted by society, and in being outcasted was put on the shoulders of the people because the people actually liked what Joker was about. Now, this doesn't happen throughout the whole comic, but in the movie, you see that people start celebrating Joker, and it's only after he gets canceled, like a huge canceling goes on. He goes max, he stands up, he goes to jail, he gets out, just like Candace. Candace was in canceled jail. She got out of canceled jail. Her canceled jail was the Daily Wire. She got out of canceled jail. She put on the makeup. And the next thing you know, she's the biggest thing ever. I'm just saying, right? Just putting it out there. My whole world just collapsed, somebody said. I'm just saying, for all the people who were like, no, she's Batman. No. She's the Joker. Had to sip a little tea on that one for you guys. You understand? I'm just saying, take a second look at what we're talking about here, right? And Batman gets to be a part of the Justice League. Why does he get to be a part of the Justice League? He doesn't have any powers. He's not that cool, right? But they all get together. The Justice League is like Turning Point Faith, Cornerstone, the Calvary Church, Chapel, right? It's like, Liberty University. They're like all those things put together. And they seem really justice-like, but they're actually pretty evil, right? Just saying, think about it. Is Candace off next week? Yes, she is. Yes, next week she will be off. Apparently, that's what she said. I don't know if things have changed, but Candace will be off next week. She will be, I don't know. I don't know what she's doing. It's the week of Valentine's Day? Does that make sense? No. Valentine's Day is this week, right? My wife's watching. I don't know when Valentine's Day is. Yeah. Valentine's Day is coming. So I don't know. So she's taking the week off. Maybe she's traveling. Maybe she's doing something. Maybe she's having a meeting with Kash Patel finally. Maybe that's actually happening. I don't know. We never know where Candace is going when she's off, but she definitely deserves the time off. I don't know how she handles this stuff mentally. It is probably very taxing to just be attacked over and over and over and over again. So anyway, Just wanted to do that little nerd superhero breakdown for you guys. Let's get to Katt Williams, ladies and gentlemen. Katt Williams decides to talk about how he knows who was going to the Diddy parties and who wasn't. Check out this.
Not just the narratives, but there's things that you will say, and I'm not even a comment reader. And if I just scroll down, it's like people say, oh yeah, Katt was right. Katt tried to warn us. Katt tried to tell us.
Right. All right.
Had you ever went to a Diddy party? Like I'm talking about not what it turned out to be, but I'm talking about like when he would have the NBA All-Star party. None of those.
Yeah, so to quickly answer your question and to not say anything that would infringe legally, yeah, a lot of people indeed do ask that. Like, how do you know what goes on at the P. Diddy party if you weren't at the P. Diddy party? Yeah, so one of the jokes that I discuss on the tour is the fact that they would have these parties in the Hollywood Hills, and then they would have a parking lot where they would shuttle people up. So everybody would meet in this parking lot and they would send shuttles down to, Diddy's parties. And so I wasn't ever invited to the parties, but I was invited to the parking lot because I knew the people that ran the shuttle service. You knew them too, as it turned out. But yeah, I would go to the parking lot and I would watch them all go up there. And, they would be thinking I'm coming later. I would just be on the car having a grand old time, smoking and laughing and watching everybody who's going. And yeah, so you can't tell me what goes on because 5 hours later, I'm still in the parking lot when they come down. And, just to see all them big time Hollywood men that I just watched go up there, they all come down off the shuttle and looking sad in the eyes, and all of them wearing Sean John and looking oily, and they all walk crazy like this, and their shoelaces were always untied. I don't know why. Their shoelaces were always untied. And then they would get in their car and they would drive off standing up, big boy, with their head out.
They would drive standing up. Oh, it just came out of the shuttle looking disgruntled. Just absolutely disgruntled. Oh my gosh, have to drive standing up. That is absolutely vile. Uncalled for from Katt Williams. Absolutely ridiculous. How dare he say that? And you know what comes to mind for me? You know what's funny? I don't know why this person comes to mind, but the first person that comes to mind when they talk about this type of stuff, this guy always is the first to come to my mind. I don't know why. I don't know why. He's always the first to come to my mind. I don't know why. I don't know why. I like him. But whenever he talks about stuff like this, he's the first one to come to mind. I don't know why. I don't know why. It's not fair. It's definitely not fair. But he is the first person that comes to my mind. Let's keep going.
All of them. And I couldn't believe it. But one of the highlights of my Hollywood career, but you can't tell me because I was there to see on both ends.
Hey, man, you know what's wild out there? I'm wondering how many people would see, oh, man, these are jokes.
None of the people that was on the shuttle.
Right.
And they the only ones I care about. That's why I said when I be going in places, heads go down. That's because not because nobody else know. No,
I remember you saying that when you walked in, heads go down.
Right. Because you can't really be mad at me because I probably been faithful too. I probably knew that this whole time about you and I didn't say nothing. You know what I mean? That gives you a certain level of gravitas as well, you know? Is that Will Smith know the story I have not told, you know? So it keeps everybody honest, you know? Eddie Murphy know what I haven't said, you see?
Look in the camera and say, no,
look, let me explain something to you. I'm not scared to say nothing.
I know that shit.
I'll say it.
No, don't say it. No. Don't say it.
They can't AI farm me now.
Right. Oh my, man, hey man, how liberating is it to be you?
My guy didn't just get good. Like, he been good the whole time. Like, it's really been a pleasure to have this as a life.
My God didn't get good. He's been good. I like that. Man, that is wild. For him to say the story about Will Smith that I haven't told is crazy. Is so crazy. If you don't know, Will Smith is like, he's a weird dude, apparently. He's a very odd type. You know, Bert Kreischer even has a weird story about Will Smith like hitting on him and like trying to take him out, like weird things like that. And then Bert Kreischer brings it up years ago, and he's like, and then his response to Bert was like, "Oh, weird." And he's like, Bert thought they were just like hanging out, and basically Will was trying to take him out. He wanted to bring him out and like hang out with him. And you know, Bert told his dad, and his dad's like, "Oh, that guy's trying to like get with you. He's trying to, he's trying to be with you, you know?" And then Bert says that he brought it up to Will Smith years later when Bert's more famous. Obviously, Will is more famous. And Will's just like, "Oh man, that was years ago, man." He brought it up like as if he was trying to do something to him, because Bert actually says that. He goes, "My dad thought you were trying to bang me." And he goes, "Oh man, that was just years ago, man. Come on." And Bert's like, "You're supposed to say no." Like, what? Like, very odd, very odd. So I can only imagine the stories Katt has about Will Smith and Eddie Murphy. Eddie Murphy was caught picking up all sorts of weird people back in the day. He was an odd type. Absolutely sensational talent, but he was also odd. Somebody said that Katt Williams is the 50 Cent of comedy. No. Katt Williams is the Candace Owens of comedy. That's what he is. He spoke up about certain things that were going on. He got blackballed, he got canceled, and yet still the people took him and said, "We will not allow you to be canceled. If you have a comedy special, if you do shows, we will still show up. We will make sure to fund you and push you and push you and push you until you become undeniable." And that's exactly what's happened to him today. And that's exactly what's happening with Candace Owens. Candace Owens 100% is just getting pushed by the people. They can't hold her back, you know? That's why so many people have asked me, like, why doesn't Candace censor herself? Why doesn't she has a massive following. They can't stop it. They can't. When they look at the numbers, they cannot let the numbers pass by. The numbers just, they're like, "We should cancel this lady." Huh? There's how many people watching? 150? 150,000. Let her say whatever she wants about Philadelphia. Yeah, whatever. How many? 170,000. Yeah, let her say whatever she wants. Of course. She made what? 2 million in 4 hours? Okay. Yeah, no, let her say whatever she wants. They can't stop it. They can't. Is it 10K? 10K in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. I know Black Papi. I. Yay! Nunca. Black. I'm telling you, there's some Dominican somewhere that is just like, He gets it. He gets it. There's a room full of Dominican people right now. They're like, he understands. That's my friend, amigo. He know, nunca black. And they're all just like, nunca. No, I never black, papi. He know, he understand. He He black, but I know black. He understand. There's a bunch of them right now. They love it. They absolutely love it. I do it for them. They look just like me, but they're not black. And that's fine. It's 2026. You can be what you want. You know what I mean? I might decide I'm not black anymore, you know? Oh, man. But yeah, just a wild story from Katt Williams. People driving, standing up. And let me tell you something. With everything that's come out in the past, what's it been, like 18 months? How much stuff has come out in the past 18 months? I believe them. Like what? Guys driving, standing up because their butts hurt? I believe it completely. Are you kidding me? How many files have to be released before you believe that story? Of course I'm believing that story. It's Hollywood. And you know what Diddy was doing. I believe it completely. They're oiled up, disgruntled, don't know what's going on. There's videos like that with Diddy. Like he's with one rapper and the rapper's this rapper Meek Mills. Meek Mills is like in the pool. You know, he's just like on the side of the pool. And he looks disgruntled. And Diddy's just like, yeah, daddy. Yeah, I like that, daddy. I like the way you looking right now, daddy. And Meek Mills is just on the pool. And he's just like, yeah. Like, and then they're dressed the same later on. And then in his case, it came out that he was engaged in activities with a Philadelphia rapper. And Meek Mills is from Philadelphia. What are we talking about here? I believe everything Katt just said. Are you kidding me? Oh, man. And he's definitely the Candace Owens. You know why? Because he doesn't say anything. He just leaves. He leaves it just like Candace. Right now, Candace knows some stuff that would blow our minds. And she's like, no, not yet. She leaves that for a little while. Believe you me, one day she's going to come out and she's going to say this. She even said there's more text messages with Charlie she hasn't released yet. Watch, by the end of this investigation, she's going to be like, okay, so you've heard everything Turning Point says. Here's a text message from Charlie saying he thinks all of his friends are going to kill him. And we're going to be like, what? And it's just going to be Charlie saying, if anything happens to me, Erika, Jack, Tyler, you got to investigate all of them. You got to do it. And you got to go really hard. Okay. Make sure you put it on your podcast. Is this going to be the whole thing just laid out? What are we going to do? We're going to be shocked. She's always a few steps ahead. Same with Katt Williams. Katt Williams doesn't let everything out of the bag just in case they come at him again. He says, okay, let me just hold on to this for a second. I hold on to my Will Smith story until Will steps out of line. She held on to her Erika Kirk story until Erika Kirk stepped out of line. She held on to the Andrew Colvette story until Andrew stepped out of line. And then she's like, I got it. You want to play games? I got you. Oh, man. No one listened to Corey. Yep. Corey Feldman. I hear you, man. I hear you. Corey Feldman, he's been trying to tell him for years. He's been trying to tell him for like 20 years. I definitely believe what Katt's saying there. 100%. 100% I believe what Katt's saying there. Which is sad. Very, very sad. Let's brighten up everybody's day, though, okay? With the majestic, the incredible, the always confident, the self-mastery Mikey McCoy. This is him dancing to YMCA, ladies and gentlemen. I don't have to... From the back? He gave it to us from the back. What? The hips? What's going on with the hips? Hold on. Play that again. Jeez. Mikey's hips. Someone get Mikey into one of those shuttles. Send him up to the Hollywood Hills. He is ready. I mean, come on. Pure self-mastery. Look at this guy. Legend Legend has it that's exactly what he was doing when Charlie got hit. Whoa, I can't play that music. Here, let me just bring it back over here. Right here, Legend has it. This is exactly what he was doing when Charlie got hit. Everybody thinks he was just walking away. He wasn't just walking away, okay? He was handling business. I mean the hips. My hips don't do that. Not on their best day do my hips do that. Mikey McCoy, man. Oh, the gift that keeps on giving. Someone said he likes fruit in his salad. Hey, man, don't talk that way about Mikey McCoy. What's going on with you guys? I showed you that for fun. I didn't show you that to ridicule Mikey McCoy. Mikey McCoy is a honest and gentle soul. Most people run, he walks. Walked away for our sins. Everybody, how many times do I have to tell you guys? Walked away for our sins, right? Then he disappeared for days after, and then he rose again on Charlie Kirk's show and lied to us a whole bunch. And that's, hey, if he did it, it's cute when he does it. It's not cute when Rob McCoy does it, but when Mikey McCoy does it, it's very cute. It's very cute. Oh my God. Politics is the same as Broadway. You are damn right. Oh my gosh, you're so right. You have no idea. You know what politics is? Politics is like Broadway. It's like gangland activity. It's like the mob. It's like Hollywood. It's like a movie. It's like all those things just wrapped into one, dipped inside of baby oil, and just, draw a pentagram on it and just call it a day. That's exactly what politics is. It's all of those things combined. It's just gross. It's so gross. I just had to show you guys that really quick. I mean, Mikey McCoy. How do I not show you guys Mikey McCoy? Doing what he does best. Is there another video? There was another thing I was supposed to show you guys. What was it? Mikey McCoy. I literally have a list and it says Mikey McCoy dance. Oh, the cassette thing. Yeah. Let's go through the cassette thing really quick. Oh, this is so lame. This is so lame. Crazy how lame this is. This is just nuts. How lame the Daily Wire is for doing this. This is so silly. Now, I don't want to show it on, I don't want to show the video that I was sent that actually spells it out because I don't want to spell the F word on the screen here. But, oh my gosh. You guys remember
Welcome,
this, right?
friends.
So this video, apparently, people are saying Barron figured this out, or people like, Barron and his collective figured this out. But as it goes through all the letters, right, it goes A for architecture. And every red letter, like that one was just D, it all spells out.
The architecture?
It all spells out, don't F with tiny horses. And then that's why they posted this underneath. Embrace the tiny horse. Like, are you for real?
His map, the stars, his compass, his heart. The world is vast and indifferent. Clip, clop. Only now do we see him clearly. Steed's proclamation of...
I mean, just so lame. So apparently it says embrace the tiny, it says don't F with tiny horses as you go through each letter of this whole thing. So every red letter is going to show you. So it's like D, O, and then the next one will be N, T. Obviously, you guys know how spelling works. That is how you know that everyone at the Daily Wire hates Ben Shapiro. Hear me out here. If they allow you to refer to yourself as the tiny horse, they hate you. Obviously, if you suggested it and everybody said, yeah, that seems good, they hate you. No one who loves you would be like, yeah, Candace said F you and the tiny horse that you rode in on. and you should just call yourself the tiny horse. What? No. Obviously not. That's how you know. Guys, I think what I'm gonna do is get this. Every letter we'll put in a red letter, and it will spell "Don't F with tiny horses." Obviously, you guys know what the F stands for, right? And I'm the tiny horse. And they all said, yeah. They hate you. They hate you. They don't like you at all. If they allowed you to refer to yourself as the tiny horse, they don't like you. Obviously. I mean, come on. This is crazy. This is a crazy thing to do. Hit the like button, please. I always forget to say that. I'm like 2 hours in. I think I've only said it once. I have to keep saying it. Hit the like button, please, please. If we get 10,000 likes, it changes things. You understand? And I can continue to do these shows. So please hit that like button. It helps tremendously. But man, oh man. I mean, just such a weird thing to do. And they really think at the Daily Wire, they think this is like really intelligent comedy. Really intelligent. Like, oh man, and then it's going to spell "Don't F with tiny horses." And I mean, that's just going to hit them so hard. What? I mean, it's just so weird. So weird. I made a video talking about how this video in particular, it makes you feel like you're going through Mortal Kombat Ultra. I mean, it feels like it's trying to put some weird messages inside your head. And it actually was. Linguistically, if you know what Neuro-linguistic programming, NLP, if you know what that is, that's actually what they're doing. It's for such a dumb message, which is "Don't F with tiny horses," but you know, that's what they're doing. They're actually trying to subliminally put something into your head, which is very, very, very weird. I don't get it. Don't understand why you would do that. Why you would allow Ben Shapiro to be like, to call himself the tiny horse. It's just ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. I don't get it. Like, I get it. I get what they're doing, but it's not funny. It's not funny. It's just weird. Just so lame. They're so bad at this, so bad at it. Just leave it alone, man. But they can't leave Candace alone. It's very weird. Very weird. I could say I have some kind of insider information, but I know why they can't leave Candace alone. Candace touched on it. She was like, well, when you know about the slave trade and this and that, and she's not entirely wrong about what she's speculating there. She's not entirely wrong. There's a reason they can't leave her alone. There's a reason why they can leave Brett and they can't leave her alone. And it's not just, it's partly because Candace is so big. It's partly because Candace really bucks against them and really calls them out. Brett Cooper has just gone silent. She just went silent and said, hey, I love everybody. Bye. That's, if you want to get left alone, that is the way to leave a company. Candace left the company a little different, Candace was smashing things on the way out. Candace was throwing chairs and flipping tables on the way out. It was like Jesus in the temple. You ever heard that story? Jesus in the temple with a whip flipping tables. That's what Candace was doing. Candace was like, this is bullshit. Get this. Candace was flipping things upside down, boy. Like they lost subscribers heavy when Candace left. I mean, just for the way she called everything out. All right, let's jump over here. Let's get into the super chats, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get heavily into the super chats and let's talk. Let's talk. I love talking to you guys. I gotta be honest, I really do. Part of the reason why I do this, I mean, it's part of the reason why I like to do this type of thing. We just let it fly. We just let it fly. Whatever's here will be read. Will be read. Let's go. We missed you, Coach. Feels like forever. Yeah, it was a week. It was a week, but yeah, I know exactly what you mean. I was very, very tired. I was very sick. I still am. It's so weird. Like even now, my voice is starting to give out because it's been a couple hours. 30 minutes I can do it. When it gets longer, it just gets hard, man. It's really, really hard. Good morning, coach. Glad you're feeling better. See Vicks on your feet work. I know it sounds crazy. We need Philadelphia cough drops. Philadelphia lodgings. Give me some of those. I'm down. I'm 100% down for that. Let me just make this a little bigger. I really need to figure out an overlay. I really don't want to use StreamYard though. I know you guys are like, StreamYard's where it's at. I dislike it so much. Like, when Baron has a thing and his voice is, there's like a delay with his voice and the movement. It's because it's StreamYard. StreamYard is notorious for that. It's not him. It's not because he's just messing up. It's StreamYard. You'll fix it, and then like a day later, a week later, it'll just do it again for no reason. And it's so hard to fix, and it's like, ugh. So it's like, I really don't want to go to StreamYard. I know you guys are pushing me towards there, but man, next year, coach in the halftime show with stand-up comedy. You know what? How much better would that be? Not even just me. I'm not saying me. Anybody. Just stand-up comedy in general. How much better of a show would that be? Fleet, friend of the show, shout out to Fleet. Thank you so much for the shout outs and the support and just being you. I owe it all to you. No. You did something incredible. You saw an opportunity. Everybody has their breakout moments, and if you don't go for them, like they're just gone, right? Like, you know what it's like? Ideas are like these things that are ideas look for the people who are going to work hard enough to actually make the idea into something physical. It's like ideas want to be physical, right? And they'll come to some people. That's why so many people are like, oh, I had that idea. But then the muse realized that you're not working hard enough to make this idea into a thing. So it comes to the person who's willing to work. And it's this combination of luck and preparedness and receiving the idea. And like, it's a combination of things. So it's not just you owe it to me. I was part of the combination of things that brought you to that point, that thing, and now you're doing it. I have to say, I'm so jealous of that office idea. I'm so jealous. I want to do that so bad. I love it. I absolutely love it. Cause I love The Office. I've watched The Office like 9 times. I even watched the British one and it sucks. The American one's so much better, but I mean, it's just so good. It's just so good. So yeah, you keep doing it. And let's team up. I want to do something. I have to think. I'll never think of something as good as The Office, but I'll have to think of another premise of some kind, and then we have to like work it out and do that. And I can write, or we can write together, and then make this show. Because I would make a whole other YouTube channel for it. I'd put it on my Clips channel. I have a Clips channel. I would put it there. I would put it on this channel. I love I've wanted to make a cartoon for the longest time. You have no idea. It's been like 10 years since I wanted to do something like this. Janie, am I saying that right? Janie Bakes. Thanks for keeping me caught up on X. Kicked off since 2021. The Gary thing kills me. Thanks for AD Fleet tip. Yeah. You got to search it. Make sure to search it on YouTube. That's how you send proper signals for a person. Always be true. Haven't seen you in a while. Always be true. Thank you for coming out. Have you seen Baron's show yesterday? Who is/was Erika Franzby? No, I have not seen that yet. I have to see it. Tell me what happened. What was the highlight of that whole thing? Please let me know. Let me know in the comments. The halftime show options are just like our politics. 2 options, scripted to distract and divide us. Both suck. Yes, said perfectly. Jessica perfectly says it. That's exactly what's going on there. Perfectly put. Just meant to divide. It was just like, that's why I kept saying it's so on the nose. Because it's like you see everything that's going on in the news, ICE and this and that. And then you see this show and it's like, oh, okay, we see what you're doing here. Like, we get it. And then you see Turning Point. And I didn't make that up. I wasn't making up those lyrics. The guy's literally like, I just want to wear my boots and catch my fish and play my guitar. Like really? Like, come on, man. Like, come on. Be normal. Be normal. Again, it's so hard for either side to just be normal. Bad Bunny sucks, but technically that is America. Bad Bunny is not America. Wait, does he even live in America? I'm pretty sure he lives in South America. I'm pretty sure. I don't know. But yes, he is like the embodiment of what's going on today in the mainstream zeitgeist of things. I mean, you know, he makes that type of music. He is from a different place. He wears dresses. He dresses in suits. Like, you know what I mean? Like he's the embodiment of all the woke things like combined. So I get what you're meaning there. Puerto Rico is part of America. This was less political than Kendrick Lamar's halftime show. It sounds like a lot of hoopla. No. His was way more. Bad Bunny's was way more political than Kendrick Lamar's. Kendrick Lamar's was going at Drake. Kendrick Lamar took that opportunity. You don't even know. You don't even know. So I'm gonna help you right now. Kendrick Lamar took that opportunity because Drake was up for it. That had barely anything to do with politics. They had to add in those politics things because of Jay-Z. Jay-Z wants that type of thing in the performances. But Drake was up for the Super Bowl. Drake and Lil Wayne were up for the Super Bowl. And that would have been actually pretty amazing if they both were at the Super Bowl. That would be pretty cool. But I like their music. But he was up for it. And Kendrick appealed to Jay-Z because of the beef that was going on. You know, Kendrick was branding Drake as this outsider, right? Who's not really a part of the culture. Okay. And then he went and appealed to Jay-Z, and Jay-Z is like all about the culture, you know, all of these dreadlocks now, you know what I mean? He's like really a part of the culture, you know, that whole thing. So he appeals to Jay-Z, gets the spot over Drake. Kendrick did that because he just wanted another thing to hold over Drake's head. Like, not only did I win the beef, not only did I make better songs, not only did I have a bigger pop song than you, but also I took the Super Bowl from you and I took it from Lil Wayne. That's why he actually did that. So it wasn't like this big political stance. That whole show was him jabbing at Drake. And you want to go deeper into it, and there's an artist called XXXTentacion. Okay, he's a young guy. He died. After he died, Drake dropped these weird subliminal lines about. It sounded like he was talking about killing this young artist who died, right? And this artist had a really big beef with Drake. The artist tried to apologize to Drake. He said, "I'm sorry." He said something about his mom, et cetera, et cetera. He said, "I'm really sorry." Drake was kind of just like non-responsive to it. And then the next thing you know, like a week later, 2 weeks later, he dies. Okay. And he even says, he goes, the kid literally says, "If I die, Drake did it." And then a week later, he dies. Like straight up. That's how it happens. So if you watch Kendrick Lamar's performance, the whole time he's making sure to show you all over the field, everywhere. He's showing you XXX. XXX stands for XXXTentacion. So the whole thing was him taking the Super Bowl from Drake and then making sure to platform, in a sense, subliminally, XXXTentacion, who Drake feared was going to get bigger than he was. Just so you know, there was a lot of stuff going on in Kendrick Lamar's halftime show. And he didn't care about entertaining everybody. If you like Kendrick, it was entertaining. But if you didn't, I don't know, it wasn't that entertaining. But there was a lot going on there. So it was not more political. It was more about gang stuff and culture than anything in Kendrick Lamar's performance. Bad Bunny was completely political. The only reason he was there is because he's political. He's not that good. The demographic of the NFL actually likes Kendrick more than Bad Bunny, because at least Kendrick is English. It's hip hop. So at least someone in every household is going to know and like Kendrick. Not everybody in every household is going to know and like Bad Bunny. And I'm talking about the NFL demographics, right? From the grandparents to the parents, you know what I mean? So you're wrong about that, sir. Just wanted to break that down for you right there. Rocket, there was one repetitive message. Love is more powerful than hate. So that says a lot. I think you're talking about the Turning Point halftime show. That's true. They did have that message throughout it, and I do like that message. So you're right. That was one really good thing throughout. If you're talking about the Turning Point show. That was one message that they did have quite a bit, and I did like that. So yeah, you're 100% right. Thanks for writing that. Whitney, what's going on? Mod team, the Madia, not the Mafia, the Madia. If only they had Cash App Patel's girlfriends perform, I would totally watch. Oh, I would have watched too. Yeah, I love to watch train wrecks. 100% I would have watched a train wreck. Yeah, of course. That would be crazy. If he just forced that to happen, director of the Bureau was just like, my girlfriend should be performing, actually. That would be incredible. That would be incredible. I would love to see that, you know? Just big Philadelphia flag behind her. I'm all America first, but the Bible says love Philadelphia, you know? I think that's one of her songs. I could be wrong. I'm paraphrasing. Turning Point USA not having Cash Patel's country music star girlfriend perform for their halftime show was a completely missed opportunity. I agree. They should have known better. Shout out to Joel. Part of the Madia. I can't say that word properly. I'm going to say the Mod Mafia or something. Jolinda. Ah, that's a pretty name. Jolinda Dream. The halftime show supports Trump America last global agenda. Welcome to now Prez's global America, Venezuela, then Cuba. Who knows? Who knows? Canada. What are you talking about? Venezuela, Cuba, then Canada. Of course. What do you mean? I mean, what are we talking about here, right? Those are the places you want. He did say that about Cuba. He's like, I think Cuba's ready to fall. It's like, what? Who told you that? Who told you that? Who said that to you? I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I mean, I actually have a friend. He is Cuban. Well, his wife's Cuban, and he looks like he's Cuban. And he's thinking of buying land out there. He's like, now's the time. He's like, he wants to buy like a bunch of houses, and they're like cheap. They're like cheap. If you don't know, they're like really cheap. It just gets a little squirrely because the government can just be like, you didn't buy this. This is ours. So they can just take stuff away from you. But it's like 10 grand for like a big house, right? You know, over there, big house. But you can buy like 4 of them. And if you can like rebuild and turn it into like an Airbnb or something, like there's a big opportunity there. And he wants to do it before it falls because he thinks that America is actually going to take it over. He really thinks that. So I don't know. I don't know much about stuff like that, but he seems to be of the same thought process as you. Was Butch Hibbs one of the Bushes? I don't know. I don't know if Bush was one of the Bushes. Butch was one of the Bushes. I have no idea. He could have been. He could have been, honestly. Could have been some French Foreign Legion in those bushes. We have no idea in reality, right? People were speculating that Bad Bunny was wearing a bulletproof vest, you know? Not me and Joel posting the same super at the same time. Yeah, exactly. You didn't even talk about it. Yeah, I noticed that. I thought you guys prepared that. I was like, oh, they're going at it. They're tag team in the section here, I figured. As a Dominican, I approve. I know Black Poppy. Look at that. I should zoom in on this picture. This guy has dreadlocks. Do you have dreadlocks? Look at that. Guy has dreadlocks. He's like, I approve, man. Man, I understand, man. My amigo. Hey, we know black. We know black. Just dreadlocks down to his shoulders. I know black, man. I know black. No. No, nunca. I Dominican, man. And they'll fight you. They'll fight you over that stuff. And they'll probably win. They're strong dudes. They're strong dudes over there. Again, so one of the biggest artists in America, one of the biggest American artists in the world shouldn't be at the Super Bowl. This wasn't even woke. Love you, coach, but I'm uninformed, buddy. I just broke down the whole thing for you. And Bad Bunny is not is Bad Bunny? Now I have to go look into this. Is Bad Bunny even from America? Does he even live? Does Bad Bunny even live in America? I feel like he's completely from somewhere else. I don't even know why I'm searching this for you. Sorry to get. Okay, legally resides in America. through his primary home is in Puerto Rico. I have to blow my nose. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Oh, you know when it gets like dirty? Oh gosh. Sorry. Okay. So he's born Bento Antonio Martinez. He has the same name as AOC. Huh, that's weird. So he's born in Puerto Rico, holds automatic US. Okay, so he's from Puerto Rico. So you're thinking that he's one of the biggest artists in America. I disagree. I don't think he is. I think he's big now. I think when you know someone's big is when you can walk around and ask people about him. So now, because of the Super Bowl, people will say, oh, yeah, the guy who was at the Super Bowl, right? Before that, and a majority of his shows are happening outside of America, just so you know. Just putting it out there really quick for you. But yeah, no, this it was all political. Jay-Z doesn't put in big artists. He puts in artists that he knows will cause disruption. So again, you are 100% wrong about what you're saying, and you're not even in the ballpark of being right. You actually think that Bad Bunny is worthy of being at the Super Bowl. I'll tell you this. He's not. He was not. And also, neither was Kendrick. Kendrick is a big star. I love Kendrick's music. I have all of his albums. I've gone and met Kendrick Lamar. I've paid for a meet and greet to actually meet Kendrick Lamar in person. Okay? And he's just, it just should be someone else. You know what the demographic is. Guys in Chicago who live on O Block don't listen to Bad Bunny and also don't watch the Super Bowl. It's very clear who watches the Super Bowl. Like, just putting it out there for you. It's super clear who watches the Super Bowl. Super clear. I think we all know who watches the Super Bowl the most. And it's not all white people. Tons of black people. There's tons of Latino people as well. But to act like Bad Bunny is the person who should be the representation for the whole demographic of who watches the Super Bowl, you're out of your mind. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm reluctantly putting this heart just because I need to know who I've read and who I haven't read. You have no clue what you're talking about. 11 days from 65. Proud Boomer, watch you every day. Wow. 11 days from, when would that make your birthday? Let me see here. Calendar. Get my calendar out. No, not calculator. Calendar. Come on. These things are 11 days. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. February 20th is your birthday. Well, happy early birthday. But jump in here on the 20th as well, and we will sing happy birthday for you. DJ I know Black Poppy will sing happy birthday for you. And thank you for watching every day. I really, really appreciate it. I am 65. Wow, this person already beat you to it. I am 65. Technologically proficient and cool. You are ageist. You owe me an apology and get off my lawn. I will stay off your lawn. Okay. I know the importance of it. Listen, being in Texas, you know the importance of someone's lawn. You understand completely. I apologize. But yeah, there are some people, you know, my mom's not one of them. You know, my mom's older than you are. But there's some people who stay with it. They stay very with it with technology, you know, like my father-in-law is like that. He's older than you as well. I think he's like 70, and he's like with it. He understands. He knows how to use everything. He's using I don't know how to use an Alexa. This guy knows how to use an Alexa. He has cameras set up. They're all talking to him and stuff like that. It's crazy. He has a thermometer that has an app in it, and I'm like, what is all this? Like, he's like way ahead of me. It's nuts. It's pretty crazy, actually. So I know that there are some of you who are in existence in the wild. I understand. I see you. Sir? I feel like the get off my lawn part, like I should be saying sir, but perhaps ma'am, but I'm going to say sir, I think. Miss Cassidy, I shouldn't even say that. It's mostly women that watch the show now. Says all when other countries like Norway, Sweden, England, etc. have open cases based on the files. America, nothing to see here. Do they really have open cases? Wow, that's interesting. There's not even any writings, only pics B- midget horse bench beer. Man, are there open cases out in Norway and everything? That's interesting. Wouldn't that be something? You know, there should be open cases. You're not hearing anything in Canada either. Someone in Canada needs to check out to see if Mark Carney is in those files or Trudeau is in those files. Nobody's actually looking into it. Someone needs to check, because that would be wild. He was right now, the Prime Minister of Canada was pictured with Maxwell. Maybe Jeff too, but was definitely pictured with Maxwell. So I wonder. That's interesting. Yeah, nothing to see. I don't think there's going to be any arrests, honestly. There should be. Thomas Massey right now is actually, I think it's right now, he is viewing everything unredacted. And he's trying to get something approved where we can see the unredacted files to see the names of people who were clearly engaged in something illegal. Who knows what happens with that, though, honestly. I don't know. I think nothing's going to happen, honestly. Sadly, you know, I would love to see something happen. I'm kind of bummed. I got a normie brain. I would give you all the tea if I could astral project and make lights flicker. I got one of those too, you know. No lights really flicker when I enter rooms, unless I start doing it to annoy my wife, you know, just turning lights on and off. But other than that, I mean, no, nothing pops up like that for me either. I got to be honest. And I never got into astral projection. I never really liked it. Funny enough, my brother was telling me about how our dad taught him about astral projection. And my dad was old, right? Way older than these 65-year-old people that are in the chat here. Makes you guys look young. But he was old, and he knew about astral projection. He was also in the Air Force. And it was around the time that they were really looking into that type of stuff. And my assumption is, how else could he have known about that type of thing unless he found out about it? Because he was a paratrooper. Paratroopers are usually given pretty high level clearance because they don't just drop into war. They do all sorts of things, paratroopers, whether it's for intel or etc. They do all sorts of stuff. So my thinking was the only way he could know about astral projection is if he read it in some kind of files or something like that. I don't know though. I have no idea. I didn't know my dad as well as my brother did. But yeah, he taught him about that stuff. Really weird. We were having a conversation about how DNA, you cannot stop yourself from being like your dad, being like your mom, being like your parents. It'll never stop. You can try and say I'm not like them, but something always comes out. And he was showing me, he's like, look at all the weird stuff you're into. He goes, Dad was into that same type of stuff. And I didn't know him like that. And it's just like, you just can't stop yourself. You're just gonna be like your parents a little bit, you know? Because there's things you don't know about your parents even that they don't share with you because they're just people and they don't want to tell you certain things. And then you're exhibiting those same things. You don't even realize it. So there's no running. There's no running from DNA. And he was showing me that. He's like, now you know about astral projection. You know about all this weird occult stuff. He's like, you're not into it, but you know about it. He's like, and Dad was into the same type of thing. And I'm like, wow, that's crazy. Nuts. Can't run from it, man. And also when I'm on the phone, I'm loud like my mom. I'm just on the phone and all of a sudden I'm yelling for no reason. Why am I doing that? Why does my mom do that? I don't know. I know Black Poppy either. That's Caramel Kiss. That's why my name is Caramel Kiss, like Hershey Kiss, but no black. Like Caramel Kiss, but no black, man. I medium brown, but I know black. I love it. Welcome back. Thank you. Welcome back to you as well. That is hilarious. Yeah, that's how it goes. Hey, I know black, man. I know black. I a little dark, I a little tan. I was in the sun, but I know black, man. I know black. I go inside, I stay inside all winter. I turn white. Yeah. You don't know, man. Did you check out the book I sent you? I don't know. What's the title of the book? Also, just to let people know, I can't click links. If you send me something and it has a link in it, I can't click it. It's half because of security, because we have to keep our servers really secure. So we just can't click random links. So if you have a video you want to tell me about, you have to tell me the title of the video because I just can't click your link. And if you have a book or something, if it's a book that I can buy myself, tell me what it is, and I'll probably go and buy it on Kindle or something like that. But I don't know. Tell me the title of the book. See, this is what happens after hours. I'm all clogged up now. It's crazy. It's so weird. I don't know why this is still happening. I'm supposed to work out today, and I don't think I can. I don't think I should. Slinky 2021, love you. My hubby is your biggest fan. What up, hubby? Turned 70 in October. Wow. Maybe not Spotify savvy, but can fix, disassemble, reassemble a VW van in our garage without Google. How many Spotify users can do that? Watch Baron, and you are not old. Honestly, you're so right about that. I can't do anything. I can't even do my own. I can't even change my own oil. I can't even change my own oil. I think I should be able to, and I want to learn. I have to learn. This year, I want to learn how to change my own oil because I feel useless around stuff like that. It's wild what other people can do and that we're just losing those things just because of like convenience. It's so weird to me that we let that stuff slide. You know, like my wife's parents know how to like grow food. They know how to grow tomatoes and grow this and grow that. I don't know how to do any of that stuff. Like we're going to need it again. Like, you know what I mean? It's not like we're going to need that again. Like that's a good skill to have. To be able to disassemble a car and put it back together, that's a pretty big skill to have. You know, zombie apocalypse comes, we keep that guy. We get rid of a guy like me. I got to go, you know? I have to go into the wilderness by myself. I'm taking up resources. Guys like that though, those guys become kings of the tribe automatically. You gotta know how to do that stuff. I have no clue how to do that stuff. I really got to learn, man. It's disappointing sometimes. But thank you so much for watching. Turn 70. I hope him many more years as well as yourself. Hope you guys are having a great time. Leonez Sparks, I love your show so much. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. And the show loves you back. Keith, broom. Isolation, clear, known tactic. Yes, 100%. Keith is talking about the brooming with Erika Kirk. Isolation tactic. Yes, 100%. Very weird. Yeah, isolation in terms of when she said no new friends. When the person posted a picture with a guy, weird. That whole thing is weird. And what's going to come of that? I don't know. That's weird. I hope that person who was involved, Julian, whatever, Jillian was her name, I think. Falcone. I hope that she comes forward and talks about it because it's very weird. The whole thing's very, very weird. And what was the end game with that girl? Again, like that's what makes me think of the whole pageantry and, you know, get her into the pageant world, introduce her to a few people. The next thing you know, Erika Kirk maybe targets Jay if her fam has money like Stacy did. I did not know that. I didn't know Stacy's. Oh, like Stacy did. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Who's her family? That's a good question. That's actually a really good question. Jillian, what is this? Janelli? Am I saying it? There's no way your name's Janelli. Is it Janelli? Batten's take. Are you talking about Baron? What's going on? Am I having a stroke? Baron's take on this theory of not being true resonates 100% with me as well. On what not being true? The whole Charlie being dead thing? Yeah, that's not I'm not thinking that's real myself. So stuffed up, guys. I want to live on a planet with glitter, fireworks, rainbow, and unicorns with unlimited Philly mints. Who's with me? Who is with her? We can't have another planet, but we can buy a big lot of land, you know? Like 1,000 acres. And we can just make it, a whole thing. We'll worship Mikey McCoy, right? Erika will be the high priestess, right? We'll invite them over, bring the pyrotechnics and everything. Not Heather Anderson. Please don't boot me, coach. I know, Poppy. That's so funny. Yeah, it was a different Heather. It was a different Heather. I don't know. Yeah, that was interesting, that Heather. That Heather does not like the jokes. Shatazer? Is that a name? I'm sorry if that's your real name and I laughed like that. Shatazer's a funny name. Maybe I'm saying it wrong. Shatazer's, that's actually a really cool name. Should I look into the number of emails in the files that are wealthy people needing billionaire hedge fund managers to deliver them jerky, chicken soup, pizza, chicken, grape soda, etc., etc.? Somebody should. Yeah, somebody definitely should. 100%. Somebody should be looking into that. Honestly, I know I don't really have the time. I should, honestly. I should be doing that and bringing that to you guys. Honestly. Cuba's automotive. Hey, you Cuban? Hey, you Cubana? Hey, a Cubano. Ay. It's terrible Spanish. You mentioned Charlie Kirk's friends being friends with the Prez. Not the case. Trump and now Prez and son, among others, deleted all their posts of Charlie on X. No way they did. No way. Really? No way. There's no way they did that. What? That's crazy if that happened. They got rid. Where are my papers? Sometimes I gotta write stuff down to look into later. No way they did that. Don Jr. deletes pics. No way. No way. Deletes CK. No way they did that. That's crazy if they did that. Really? Oh my gosh. No way. I have to look into that. I have to check that. That's nuts. They did like a purge? Come on. Is it me or does EC look like the female Hulk Hogan? And Turning Point events are ran like WWE, glitter fireworks, etc. Yeah. Glitter fireworks, everything's fake, right? It's very much like WWE. That's what I thought when I saw his memorial. And I just didn't feel right saying it out loud when I first saw it, but that's the first thing that came to mind. Glad you're feeling better. I am feeling better than I was, that's for sure. My energy is back, but I still have the symptoms. Correction, EK. Yeah, no, I understood. 100%. She's sheep dipped via BC. Sheep dipped. Is that what Barron says? She's sheep dipped. She's like a wolf in sheep's clothing. That's a funny way of saying it. She is sheep dipped. That's a very funny way of saying it. Heather, Joker / Batman, Superman neck. Are we watching a Marvel movie? Yeah, we're watching some kind of movie. That's for sure. 100%. I'm watching some kind of wild movie. Whoop, whoop. Canuck Bucks. Let's go. What is going on, Canada? Tell me about what's going on with Mark Carney. Is Mark Carney going to throw a snap election? I heard there's going to be a snap election out of nowhere because they're allowed to do that in Canada. They're allowed to, whoever's in power, they can just go, it seems like I would win right now. My approval's really high. I'm just going to hold an election. Isn't that crazy? What? They can just do that. It's very weird. It's very, very weird. Very, very weird. You go, Mr. and Miss Coach. Don't let anyone have power over you. You damn right, Michelle. You damn right. I don't even know what you mean, but I'm with you. Nobody's got power over me. Sir Manny Angel. I love that name. I just love that name. As someone who is Dominican and Puerto Rican, I find it hysterical when you do DJ I Know Black Poppy bit. Keep it going. Thank you so much, sir. I really appreciate that. Manny Angel, that is such, I don't even know if that's your actual name, but that is such a Dominican, Puerto Rican thing to have. What's your name? My name Manny. Manny Angel. Yeah, Angel. Angel like Sky. Yeah. What you need? Is your name really Manny Angel? Yeah. See. Manny. My abuela, she called me Manny, you know? And she called me Angel because she loved me. Yeah. Mi corazón, you know? Let's keep going here. 10K, whoop whoop. Yeah, we hit 10K. Thank you so much. That's what I've been trying to do. I've been trying to hit 10K. It's very hard. Whoa, this just jacked up here. More people just jumped in here. Now I got to go all the way back. Let me go back to the 10K, whoop whoop. Appreciate everybody sending the super chats in. What is this? Rihanna? That's an interesting way of spelling Rihanna. It's actually a better way, actually. Rihanna, bib. America is not just the United States. He listed all the countries in the Americas and North and even Canada. Well, that's nice, I guess. But we all know what we're talking about when we say America. I mean, nobody's talking about Canada when they're talking about the Americas. Not even Canada talks about itself in regards to the Americas. Canada calls itself Canada. Just saying. It's a good distinction to make. I guess, but no. I mean, yes, you're right, but at the same time, it's like, okay, like if you want to throw that out there, but we all know when you're talking about America, you're talking about the United States of America. Some people in South America will recognize that, but people in Canada don't do that. That's not a thing in Canada. Believe you me. You guys think I don't know a lot about Canada. Like, believe me, I know a whole bunch about Canada. Canada does not call itself. You know, we're actually, hey, bud, you know, we're actually part of the Americas, bud? Hey, bud, yeah. I was ripping a dart the other day with my buddy Emmanuel, Yeah, Emmanuel, he's from Venezuela, He came all the way down, and he was telling me, we're actually all a part of the Americas, Yeah. So we're actually America too, No, Canada doesn't do that. Just putting it out there. So he can do that all he wants. I'm sure Batman loves sparkles and glitter too. He does. You ever seen the Batmobile go? When the Batmobile gets into hyperdrive, there's sparks and sparklers and glitter and fire and everything. I mean, you'd think Erika Kirk was at the wheel. I'm telling you. Paul Smith, in defense of Ben, name one funny... Oh, man, there has to be one. Come on. Imagine being a Ben Shapiro fan. That is so funny. I used to be, man. I used to be a fan of his. I definitely used to be. I used to think he was great, man. When he would go to the colleges and stuff, I thought he was fantastic. I thought he was really good. But, you know, the mask slips slowly. Jamie Burlington, Coach Live, I love it. Babylon System is the vampire. Keep up the great work. Sorry, guys. Man, I'm falling apart here. I don't know why it gets like this after hours. Like, you can hear my voice. It's like crumbling. Is this Jamie again? Thank you so much, Jamie. F the Super Bowl and Puerto Rico is never going to be part of the United States. Coach rules. Jeez. Hey, relax. Jeez. Jamie making herself known here. Jamie's not playing around. Jamie came in with something to say. Jamie wasn't like, I'm going to tell him I love the show, but I got something else to tell him too. Hold on. I got something to tell everybody real quick. All right, Jamie, we hear you. Carmine Falcone, the mob boss, I did not know that, was one of the original villains in the Batman story. Oh, I had no idea about that. And I'm actually into comics. That's crazy. I didn't know that. Carmine Falcone. I kind of feel like I recognize that name. The Truth Seeker. Have you heard of Nathan Reynolds? Claims to be from the Nephilim bloodline. I think I've seen that guy on something called the Confessionals podcast. It's a really out there podcast if you ever watch it. They talk about some really weird stuff. I think I've seen it there. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. I've heard that before. I'm positive. I think the guy is pretty out there. I don't know. You know, is he telling the truth? Maybe. I mean, he says he's a part of the Nephilim bloodline. I don't know. That's something to look into. But I have heard exactly what you're talking about before. You said nothing. JC Crew Lifer says nothing. Okay, cool. That dancing Dominican is me. Ba ba ban ban dan dan dan. Oh my gosh. Lydia, Barron covered Erika Kirk's alleged past with the younger chick. It's on X. YouTube won't let me say what I want to say. You are so funny, coach. Keep up the great work. Yeah, I heard Barron was addressing it as well. I think that Nisi girl, though, I think she was the first to cover it. I'm pretty sure. But both of them put that video out. She put her video out 2 days ago. I think his video was out yesterday. So I think she was the first, but I think neither of them are going to be the last. A lot of people are going to be looking into this. 305 Gravity, I'm mind blown about Kendrick Lamar. Oh, yeah, watch it. Kendrick Lamar SuperBowl XXXTentacion reference you just dropped. It completely missed that. Long live X. Justice for XXXTentacion. I absolutely love XXXTentacion. One of my favorites, I have to say. I think he would have taken the music industry by storm. I think there would be no room for Bad Bunny. There'd be no room for Drake. There'd be no room for so many artists. If that kid was still alive, he was bordering on being a musical genius. He was so incredible. Yeah, if you watch it, you will see. I have to blow my nose again. If you watch it, you're definitely going to see something. So sorry, guys. Yeah, if you watch it, you will definitely see it. He has it on his chain. He makes them form XXX on the field. You see it throughout the entire thing. It's crazy. There has to be at least 5 big references to XXXTentacion through the whole thing. And a lot of people speculate that Kendrick Lamar actually was one of the first people to shout XXXTentacion out. And he also saw his genius musically and really liked him. And when that whole thing happened with XXXTentacion and Drake, Kendrick made it his mission to kind of call Drake out. For some people speculate that that was the last straw for Kendrick, and that he decided to devise this plan where he was actually going to, quote unquote, take Drake out in the whole rap beef thing. Yeah, there's a lot to that story. A lot that people don't see. And XXXTentacion is at the root of a lot of it. Cohen, shout out to Cohen. Was there a football game yesterday? No, there was just 2 halftime shows. That's it. That's all there was yesterday. Lisi, I'm glad you're feeling better. I'm almost feeling better. I just sneezed out half my brain. Half my brain just came out on the tissue. JC, good day, coach. Good day, coach. Aussies love you here. Reply on your X post with a pic for you. Look up Psyop Batman comics. I can't do that accent. Heroes by Philadelphia as Proppy to get USA into World War II. Interesting. Very interesting. Thank you for that. Good on ya, mate. Wendy, 59 years young. Let them know, Wendy. Tech savvy, super cool, immature, and y'all can come on my lawn anytime. Just leave Bad Bunny at home. Oh my gosh. There you go. There is some of the Super Bowl demographic, whether you guys like it or not. That sums it up right there. I'm glad that you're immature. I always, anytime someone thinks I'm younger than I am, I always credit it to the fact that I'm immature. That's the only thing that's really doing it, I think that keeps us young in reality. Thank you for being so tech savvy. Appreciate you, Wendy. Zazus, nearly 72. And you are welcome on my lawn anytime. I feel like you're my best friend. Wow, 72. That is wild. That is so wild. That's why as old as we feel as we get older, us who are in our 30s, you're really not old, because it's like if you live to this person's age, there's a whole bunch of life to live still. Often we think like, oh man, so old. It's like, no, not really. You know, if you're like 35 right now, like imagine you're going to live another 50 years possibly. So are you really that old when you think about it? Ah, man, 72. You know, I always love, if you're still watching this, Zazus, and you haven't fallen asleep yet, because I know you guys are prone to just fall asleep while you're watching things. If you're anything like my mom, you're sleeping right now. But I would love to know, what is the biggest difference in your mind from the way things were when you were young, when you were 30 versus today? Like, what's the biggest thing that's changed? Is it our work ethic? Is it the way we view the world? Is it like, what is the big thing that you think is changing that worries you? Let me know if you're still here. Rodney says nothing. Rodney says nothing again. Just quiet, strong, quiet types like Rodney, you know? No, you gotta go back up. A whole bunch just popped up out of nowhere. Jennifer Peterson. How do I even say this? Guthrie interview of E victim TV equals, I mean, your code game is out of this world. Girl, your code game is out of this world. Thank you. I will look into it. I've been hearing about it. I saw Candace post about it as well. I'm sure Candace is going to be talking about that today. I would think she'll probably talk about the Super Bowl a bit. She'll probably touch on that case near the end, I would think, but possibly not. Don't quote me on that, but I think she's going to talk about it. Fleet just dropped a rap song. Fire. Play it, coach. Tupac hit 'em up vibes. Actually, I think Fleet did that alongside of Lance. So Lance has been in the chat. Lance is like the head mod. I think they worked together on that. If it's the same song that I'm thinking of, Lance sent it to me last night. I was listening to it, and it does have Tupac hit 'em up vibes, definitely. Fancy Fiddler, as a stroke survivor, I pray you never have one. Love your show. Thanks for your humor. Thank you so much. Thank you for praying that I never have one. I do not want to have one. That's why I'm on my weight loss journey, trying to get in shape, trying to get it together. I'm sorry that you've had one. It's probably very scary. Very, very scary, I would think. I have 2 cups of coffee and I start to have chest pains and I'm like, oh my God, why'd I do this? Why'd I do this to myself? I get freaked out by stuff like that all the time. Shana to Alaska. Coach, you got to watch Baron Coleman's opening from yesterday's show. He will explain sheep dipped and it will blow your mind. You're my mint daddy. That escalated quickly. I'm going to take a look at that, see what Baron was talking about being sheep dipped there. So let's catch up, huh? Bono? What are you talking about? What are you talking about, Bono? Like Sonny Bono? So let's catch up, huh? Bono? You got to explain that one a little more. Hold on. Is there a chat here? Oh, Ellis is on collection. You think Jamie has something to say? I don't know what you mean. No, don't report. I just don't understand. Puerto Ricans are American citizens. Research. I guess that's to Jamie. Jamie and that person are going to have an argument right now. Jamie feels differently. I had a cold that actually lasted a couple of months. No, don't say that to me. I did all the herbal stuff. The sinuses held on and I still have a little bit of a cough. The whole thing was weird. Stay hydrated. Yeah, I got to get over this thing. I hope it doesn't last that long. That'd be crazy. But I'm almost there. It's been like 2 weeks. So it might end up being a month. It's getting crazy. The biggest changes I've seen in my lifetime. Oh, there we go. Wendy. Biggest changes I've seen in my lifetime is social media, especially the harm that it can do. I have a love-hate relationship with it. Yeah, I could imagine being older and seeing social media take shape. Like I watched it take shape as well. You know, it used to be chat rooms where you'd write A/S/L, and then it just morphed into this big thing, like this big crazy thing. I can only imagine what it's like for someone older to watch it take shape like this, and to watch all the harm that it can do and is doing right now to people's brains. 30 to 35, 30, 35 to 45 are the best years. YouTube won't let me say why. I wonder what you're trying to say then. Yeah, I can definitely see that. You are not, wow, Jamie just comes right back. You are not legit Ricans. Jeez, Jamie. Jamie and that person are about to get into it right now. They're not playing around. Super chat wars. But yeah, I could definitely see 35 to 45 being the best years. That's what it's felt like for me. This is actually the time where I got my life on track. Even when I was 30, I was still getting high all the time, and I just didn't have my stuff together properly. I was still finding God, and I just didn't have it together. And now I'm going to be 40 in April, and yeah, it's pretty crazy. It's pretty crazy. My birthday is close to Candace's birthday. I won't tell you when, but it's close to Candace's. Yeah, I could definitely see that. And now 40, becoming 45, that's when my kids are still going to be young. We're probably going to have all the kids we're going to have by the time I'm 45, probably before then, actually. And yeah, I could definitely see these being the best years, especially because the kids are so small. It's just, it's such a gift when they're just so small and just running around and saying things wrong. And, like my kid just figured out how to say, like, no, it's not yours, it's mine. And it's like, you're in the house. Like, I bought everything. Everything's mine. Everything's mine. And the kid's just like, no, this is mine. And it's like my toothbrush. And it's like, no, the toothbrush is mine. I assure you that it's mine. So, and then, now you're having little arguments with a little person. It's like so cool. It's just so cool. So yeah, I could definitely see that. And then Cindy says nothing. Which halftime show lip synced more? I think it was Turning Points that lip sync more. I think it was only Kid Rock who was lip syncing, and it was only for that one song. The song where he was just standing there with a guitar, that was him. But there was another one where it was like one of his older songs, and you could hear the backtrack playing. So when he would stop talking, it would just keep on going. And, artists do that for various reasons, so they can play to the crowd in case they forget words, things like that. So it's like, I understand why it's happening, but it's never a good look. So which one did it more? I don't know that Bad Bunny did it at all. Honestly, I think he was saying his stuff all the way through. I could be wrong though. I mean, I don't know too much about it. I just didn't see him stop, and he kept on going, hey, yeah, hey. Like he would say a thing and then, hey, oh, hey. So it's like, it seems like it was just him doing the whole thing, which makes sense. I mean, he's young. Kid Rock is like 60, right? So like Kid Rock's, he's running a little hard when he tries to do those like rappy songs that he has. It's probably hard for him to do that. Bad Bunny, I'd imagine Bad Bunny's younger than I am. So his breath control is probably crazy. Plus, he's like kind of like a rapper. So rapper's breath control is a little bit more intense than a singer's breath control. So I would think it was Kid Rock more than Bad Bunny there. On the spectrum for sure. Who's on the spectrum? Who? Jamie? You think Jamie is? Jamie, someone just said you're on the spectrum. You gonna let him say that to you? No, I'm kidding. Next time, take a lot of vitamin C. Yeah, I should have. I don't even know I haven't bought vitamin C yet. I keep on thinking I need to buy vitamin C, and then I just don't. I need to actually just go buy vitamin C. You're 100% right. It's ridiculous that I keep on forgetting, because that's the thing. I take like, I'll take a bunch of that when I got that going on, when I got something going on like that. I got to get the elderberry serum again. Serum. What am I talking about? It's syrup. And I gotta get vitamin C. I should do that right after I'm done here. I'm 45, chill as F, smoke every day, loving my life. Go ahead. I love that. Yeah, I used to be like that too. I used to smoke every day. Oh man, it was the best. But I had to stop. Some people can do it and they're good. I'm not good when I do it. Like if I start smoking again, all this stuff stops. I stop making videos, everything just collapses. So I can't do it. It sucks. Plus I gained weight. I don't know what happens to everybody else. Well, when I stopped smoking, I started eating. So it was just like, ugh, sucks, but gotta stay sober myself. But you smoke every day. Smoke one for me, man. Thank you so much for putting that out there. Oh gosh, Jamie, you're back. I like the Puerto Rican people. I'm heading there to surf today. I love everyone. There you go. Don't worry. Don't worry, Jamie. You're okay. You're all right. You know, you got your beliefs. You don't have to go to war in here. Don't worry about it. You're all right, Jamie. You're all right. Friend of the show. Look at her. She has a crown, or he. I'm not 100%. Why can't I money? Not talk. Island. Yeah. Because it's 2026 and it's 1984 at the same time. It's both years at the same time. That's why you can't do that. It's 100% why. It's a weird little system. It's a weird little system we got. But yeah, guys, I just wanted to give you guys all of that once again. And thank you guys. Thank you guys so much for showing up the way you do. Thank you for being here. I know I haven't been here in a while, and you guys still showed up to the tune of, 10,000 people at one point. So I really, really, really appreciate it. Orange juice has too much sugar. Yeah, no, I'm going to go with real oranges and vitamin D, but yeah, I gotta head out now. Thank you guys so much for everything. I really, really appreciate it. Look, my voice is like going nuts, man. I'm blocked from super chats. Why? I don't know. I don't know why you're blocked from super chats. That's crazy. I don't know why you're blocked from super chats. That's weird. If somebody did that, please undo that. Stay awake. Hold on. A new one just came in. Stay awake. It's early still. Biggest change thanks to social media. Hold on. I want to make sure this stays on the screen. Stay awake. Oh, it went away. No. Oh, there it is. Okay. It just goes away whenever I click on the screen. Hold on. Let me go back here. I got to read this person's. Let me see this. Stay awake. Biggest changes to social media. Have hope that we actually can change the world. Thank you. My health tip is take NAC. NAC works. Yeah, I've heard about NAC. I've definitely heard about NAC. Oh, I'm not worried. I own the surf in Rico. Jamie's not worried about none of you guys in the chat. Jamie's not worried about nobody. But yeah, social media potentially change the world. Definitely could potentially change the world. I noticed that too. It's giving people a voice who wouldn't normally have a voice. I would just be a crazy person. 25, 30, 35 years ago, I would just be a crazy person. I'd be hanging out in a Cadillac, just like on a street corner in a parking lot somewhere, just telling people things. Maybe I'd get on the radio, maybe. And that would be it. That would be the potential. And then I'd have to say whatever they tell me to say. So this is definitely gave people a voice that didn't have a voice before. Can't do coach. Can't do son without coach. Thanks so much. Thank you. Thank you so much, Jamie. Really, really appreciate it. Sorry, Jamie. Jennifer. I'm just so used to Jamie. Jamie's just out here killing it right now. Jamie's not playing around. But yeah, guys, I got to end it right now. I have to go get some more tea. I cannot be doing this coffee. Yeah, I need some Vicks on my chest right now. I just want to say bye to everybody in the chat. Please hit that like button. Please hit that like button, ladies and gentlemen, on your way out. It helps the channel tremendously. Yes, Fleet is on YouTube. I showed it at the beginning. You'll have to catch it on the replay. Fleet is also in the building. So Fleet, if you say something, they can click on you and actually go check out your channel. But thank you guys so much for being here. I think I will be here tomorrow, but we will let you guys know exactly what's going on. Thank you for saying take care. I definitely will take care. And I am out of here, guys. Thank you guys so much. And remember, I know black, Poppy.